Hello and welcome to another 40k battle report. Welcome to Call to Arms and thank you for answering the call. We're joined once again by good friend of the channel, Mr. Simon Fitzpatrick. Hello, Simon.
Hello, can't get rid of me.
Good, yeah. Now, Simon, you have said that you would never usually be on camera for anybody else. It's only for me that he does it for. So
Personal favour.
I'm eternally grateful. Thank you very much. And yeah, I think we've got a good report for you today. We're running new Chaos Demons, yep. With our new shiny book that we just got very recently, against my old faithful, we've got the Blood Angels.
But still good Blood Angels.
Yes, absolutely. So we are, so before we kind of get diving in and talking about stuff, first of all, please like and subscribe. And comment down below as well and let us know how you enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed the battle report. I think it should be a good one. I'm not playing against demons. Well, the new
definitely be a bloody one.
New demons. So yeah, I think it's definitely going to yes. So hopefully it'll be a lot of combat, a lot of killing, which would be nice to see, and a lot of obviously shenanigans. I'm expecting lots of shenanigans from you, Simon, as always.
Don't have that many CPs. Not that many shenanigans.
But yeah. So but yeah, and thanks also to the sponsors of the channel as well. tabletopminis.co.uk, and yeah, thanks everyone for watching. And so, shall we go straight into the list?
Let's
go for it. Cool. So we're going to start off with my list first. So we've got Blood Angels. I love them. It was my first Space Marine chapter that I got into when I was a tiny little boy. When I first walked into a Games Workshop and went, ooh, toys. So
expensive toys.
Yeah, well, yes, the parents were not happy. They were crying and I was smiling. So yeah, so I've been running these guys for quite some time now, and I love the sheer kind of aggression you can do with them. They're very killy, especially in close combat. But we're also going for a wee bit of a shooting element today as well, which hopefully might help. I don't think it's, maybe in this day and age, it's maybe not great to just go purely combat, because there are so many things that can just completely. I'm thinking of Death Guard, basically. Those
Creations of Bile.
Creations of Bile as well. Fight on death, anything fight on death. So yeah, things like that, which can just kind of be the rock to your scissors. I'm also hoping a wee bit of shooting contingent can help in those types of matchups. So this is my kind of all comers list that I would potentially take to a tournament. So yeah, so we'll just kick things off. So we're going to have a patrol detachment and a vanguard, so quite heavy on the CP. I have seen more Space Marines players taking into this stuff. So I know it's a Nephilim world. I know that every CP is kind of like a very nice resource to have.
Yeah.
But if you kind of don't go heavy on the the traits and the relics, and you can maybe take out some of the chaff, perhaps, that the Space Marines have to take, for troops in a battalion detachment. You're taking things like, I love my incursors, and I love my assault intercessor, don't get me wrong, but would I rather them, or rather maybe taking a dreadnought, or taking more Sangard, or taking this and this and this. So that's the thing, yeah, so I'm thinking, don't hamper myself so much with having to take so many troops. I'm only taking the one set of troops today, and then filling the list full of other killy things. So that was the plan today. Even though it's costing me CP, I've also then not taken that many things in terms of warlord traits and relics. So, but anyway, I digress. So for HQ for the patrol, we've got Primaris Chaplain on bike. He's my old faithful. I always take this guy.
I don't think I've ever seen you
everywhere. Yeah, take this guy everywhere. I think he's definitely worth his points. I know he went up, from his previous kind of incarnation, but I still think he's definitely worth the points. He's just a good tanky character who's fast, who then can also give out his Rites of War bubble as well, and you can really get him to pretty much anywhere you want on the battlefield, yeah, which is nice. So he's taking Rites of War. He is a Master of Sanctity. I have a spare 25 points left, so I thought, why the hell not? So he's going to be praying 2 prayers. So he's got Catechism of Fire, which is the one that you pick a unit, it's core or character, and you give them +1 to wound versus the closest target, which they're shooting at. And then he's also gone for the Canticle of Hate, which is the +2 to charge, which is just standard. I think you need that in Blood Angels. Some things coming out of Deep Strike, or even just making sure that those charges are really happening. Obviously it doesn't stack with the +1 that Blood Angels all kind of natively get.
It still gives you an additional +1.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're coming out of the sky, it's a 7-inch charge. 9 goes to 7. That's a huge, much better number. We've then gone for Commander Dante, who's great because for a 165 point package, you've got a guy who's on a 2-up save. He's got a 4-up invuln. can fight on death for free. He gives out full chapter master rerolls. He gives out that you can use his is it +1 to leadership? I can't remember. Does some leadership stuff that he can do as well. Obviously the chaplain can also do that. So no, I just think
And he gives you a CP.
And he gives you a CP, exactly. So you make him the warlord, and as we've just said, CP's short. Today's 40k game, so it's always good to get every CP you can. We're then going for a single troop selection. We've got 5 assault intercessors, great in blood angels because of the +1 to wound. Obviously, when they charge or get charged, they can be quite killy and a lot of attacks as well. We've then got some fast attack here. We've got 4 plasma inceptors. Couldn't quite squeeze in the 5th. They are 60 points each, so these guys. So I know that you maybe won't see them much because they are a huge points investment for, let's face it, it's 12 models on a 3-up save T5, right? But with the secondaries that Blood Angels can take, you know, especially the Death from Above, they can be very reliable for you. Come down, you kill a thing and you get 4 points. Because you kill a thing that turn, that's it. Okay. So I found these guys to be kind of worth their weight in gold to get those secondaries. You do have to protect them because they can die quite easily. It's a lot.
And like you said, you're talking about the matchups where you don't want the melee focus. It gives you that secondary.
Yeah, it gives you some shooting. Obviously, they weep going into things like Death Guard and stuff like that because obviously they reduce damage by 1. But if you can really get those plasma through and the 2 damage, they sometimes can work. Especially if you can give them full rerolls or +1 to hit when they come down at the sky. Really nice. And yeah, heavy support. Not taking this guy in ages. Like, he got cut out of my list quite a while ago, but I thought, nah, let's take him. So we've got a whirlwind here. He's kind of traditionally always been put, well, not always, has been put into melee Space Marine lists because he can give out the fight on death. So he just has to
fight last.
Sorry, fight last. So he just has to hit the enemy unit. Doesn't have to wound them or anything like that. Just has to get a single hit through. You spend the CP, and you can make them not be able to fire Overwatch, which can be very key in some situations, especially all the flamers. Flamers we're seeing a lot more these days, and yeah, makes something fight last. Which obviously, if you are melee army, you don't really want to be interrupted when you're smashing about. So I find that could be quite good. So we'll see how it gets on today. But then we've got a Vanguard, so obviously it's costing me 3 CP. So we've got an HQ in there, we've got a Primaris Tech Marine, and he's gone for the trait of Soul Warden. This is quite a nice Blood Angels one. Gives it a 6-inch aura of 5-up shrugs against mortal wounds. Nice. Which I find that, you know, there are a lot of mortal wounds in the meta these days. You know, even if someone's just taking a couple of Psychers, they're then being able to cast Smite. It can give you some protection maybe against some of the mortal wounds that are coming out. I think we'll see quite a bit of mortal wounds today.
I've got 4 Psychers. So.
Yeah, so I think it's always good to have that bit of protection. And also a lot more reliable than the prayer that the priest could do, because I know he can give it a 5-up shrug, but that he has to roll it, so 3-up. So this is just auto all the time. We've then got some 6 elite slots, because you can't, well, it's a Vanguard detachment. So we have got 5 Death Company Marines with jump packs, and there are 4 Thunder Hammers and 1 Chainsword in there. Love those guys, they just get work done. We've then got 2 Redemptor Dreadnoughts, exactly the same, so they've both got Icarus Rocket Pods, Plasma Incinerators, Onslaught Gatling and Stormbolters. And we've then got the 5 Relic Terminators. You put me onto these and I really like them. So we've got Lightning Claw on each and the Combi Bolter. And Blood Angels, they do get a lot more efficient because of the +1 to wound. Yeah. So usually, because they're only strength 4, not great, but the +1 to wound on the charge, you get them in. They can reroll all wounds with the Lightning Claw. They get an additional attack with the Lightning Claw as well. And I have found that the Combi Bolters, when they come out of the sky, and you know, you can get +1 to hit with Fury of the First, and then rerolling ones from Dante, they can actually put it a bit hard. Yeah. They can clear hordes, clear screens, and take stuff off of points. So I've really liked them. And then we've got the main kind of stay of the Blood Angels list. We've got 2 7s of Sanguinary Guard. We've gone for the Incarnate Swords, purely on a basis of to get the additional AP against things like Armour of Contempt nowadays and what have you. Now I know that won't matter anything at all against you because you've got demon saves. But yeah, as I say, this is an all-comers list. I'm not tailoring. So it's just yeah. So I probably would have preferred to have the strength 7 in this matchup. Potentially? Is that kind of an interesting
all my greater demons are strength 7, so
yeah,
T7.
So I probably would have preferred to have that, but as I say, I think most people are taking the Incarmines just to get the extra EP. And that is us, it's 2k on the nose. I start with 2 CP, so because I spent 3, I've then also spent 2 for the Warlord traits on both of my Priest and my Primaris Tech Marine, but then I get 1 back for Dante, so I technically spent 4.
Back up there.
We got to 2. So, and yeah, I think I will need CP for things like the Forlorn Fury that I may or may not
do
be using, depending, for the fight last effect from the for the whirlwind and stuff like that. So yeah, that's us, mate. Cool.
Looks scary. I don't like melee things that punch me. Just stand back and shoot me at distance.
Yeah. So I'll do a bit of both. But yeah, so that's my list. Let's go on to the Daemons.
Did we mention the Redemptors?
Yeah. Well, maybe didn't mention the whole reason I think the Tech Marine, you maybe don't see him in many lists unless you're taking vehicles, obviously with the Redemptors. So I think the big combo is you give one of them full rerolls, you give the other one +1 to hit, and then it's also benefiting from rerolling ones from Dante as well to make them super shooty. But will I roll decent shots in the Macroplasma? That's what we need to ascertain. I usually always roll ones, so. But yeah, anyway, sorry, carry on. Demons, right, talk us through your list, Simon.
So, not going to make me lie, this is not the most competitive Demons list that you'll see out there. You're not seeing all the Flamers in the world, you're not seeing the Bloodthirster with, the wound cap, but I basically wanted to bring some big monsters that I've got, so
looks cool, man.
Why not? We've tried to make this as resilient as we can. So, we are a battalion and a patrol. Warlord is the Lord of Change. We have tried to go with the traditional unkillable chicken. So he is -1 to wound with shooting, which at T7 is quite tasty, to be fair.
Yeah, nice.
He has got the impossible robe, so once a phase you can choose to turn a damage to 0. Against shooting, he's got a 3-up invuln. So if you're failing that one random, macroplasma shot, I just go, no, let's not have that doing any damage at all there. It just makes him the -1 to wound, the 3-up invuln. It just makes him a bit of an actual pain to deal with.
Absolutely.
Interestingly, the -1 to wound is in close combat as well, so that will actually slightly retroactively attack your +1 to wound. That then means he is that T7 monster still. So it's not going to be. The Sangard aren't guaranteed to pick him up.
No.
We've given him Bolt of Change, Infernal Gateway, and Gaze of Fate. So we've got one targeted type snipe ability, we've got one AoE type spell, and we've got the Gaze of Fate to try and store some Warp Storm, because I always seem to end up left with 2 that I don't use. So let's carry them to next turn.
I like that, yeah.
He has got the Rod of Sorcery, just because I had some points and literally couldn't find anything better to do with it.
Sounds good, man.
We have Be'lakor in his normal Be'lakor self, not the Warlord in this detachment. Powers that we've got are Shrouded Step for pick a unit up and teleport them, and Penumbral Curse to do various debuffs onto your opponent depending on what you need to do.
Nice.
Be'lakor, much like the chicken, very defensive when you're actually going against him. So for shooting, you are -1 to hit, you're -1 to wound, you can't re-roll anything, and your damage is reduced by 1.
Fantastic. Wow.
So at that point, you're almost at the stage where you're going, can I even be bothered to actually shoot him?
Yes, no, that's the thing,
he's then got a 4-up against it, but you just know that's where my CP are being saved for those re-rolls that I actually need to get through there. In close combat, he's an absolute monster. His sweep attack is nothing to write home about, but if you go for the strike attack, it ignores invulns. So people like the chaplain on bike suddenly become a very interesting target for me to go, let's just one-shot him. Swords D3 +3 damage, so it tends to go through quite nicely. Troops for that, we have got 2 units of Demonettes, banner, icon, the normal stuff that you'd expect on that. I quite like them. They're fast, they're reasonably choppy, they get places where you need to be, and decent resilience. You've got a nice strat on them for 1 CP, give them reroll all hits in close combat.
Nice. Sweet.
At 4-up save in close combat, they're actually not too bad, to be perfectly honest. We have got 1 unit of Nurglings, who have just basically in this game used to completely block the death card going forward.
So I don't think we're forward furying in this one.
Because we've already measured that and that's completely blocked off now. But I like the Nurglings. I find that they're nice to get Reality Rebels in turn 1 before you start spreading out across the board. They are a nuisance. They always have been. They still are. We've then got 1 unit of Plague Bearers who basically they're my sit at home and survive. So they're T5, they're 4-up invuln against shooting, 2 wounds each. So incidental fire doesn't do a great job of clearing them. You actually need to put something a bit more focused into them. Don't get me wrong, your plasma would still be nice into them, but you're going to have to overcharge, and with a 4-up demon save, it's still not guaranteed to go through there. We then have got a Slanesh specific detachment here, which therefore unlocks the Slanesh Warp Storm abilities.
Yep.
In that we have got, to start with, a Keeper of Secrets.
Mm-hmm.
So she has got Cacophonic Choir and
Yep.
Phantasmagoria for spells.
That was fun to spell.
Fun to spell, fun to say, just generally fun. Both of those are based around leadership modifiers and mortal wounds and etc. etc. So basically, try and nerf your leadership, then try and do mortal wounds to you.
Sounds good.
I have given her the exalted gift, the Diaphanous Panoply,
Love it.
which I think I said right there.
I think you did, yeah.
Which, once again, is another -1 to wound against shooting.
Ah, okay.
So, as you can see, I'm pretty much trying to stack the abilities here to say, don't shoot me.
Yeah.
If you want to come to combat with a Keeper, then fantastic. Well, less so with Blood Angels, but in general,
Yep.
you want them trying in combat. So
Yeah.
that at least makes her a bit more resilient there.
Mhm.
She's got the Shining Aegis, so she's a 4+4 demon save, and she has got the Slothful Claws, which I just liked because of the name, to be perfectly honest.
Oh, cool,
It puts her Malefic Claws up to damage 4, which is quite
That's
tasty.
quite nice.
Is
And I suppose something just to pick on as well, Malefic can circumvent Armour of Contempt, I
Yeah.
believe, as well. So because the profile of those weapons
Yep.
cannot be modified
Cannot be
in any
modified.
way. Yeah. Love it.
So we'll actually do some nice damage there.
Oh, we do.
Next one, we have then got a second Keeper of Secrets.
Yep.
She has got Hysterical Frenzy,
Yep.
which is cast on a Slanesh unit, and that's exploding 6s in combat.
Cool.
She's got Symphony of Pain. You may get the vibe here. That's -1 to wounding melee.
Jeez.
So we're just going to keep trying to stack these minuses to wounds.
Oh, Jesus, right, okay. Cool.
And this was not tailored in the slightest. I thought he was on Imperial. I thought he was on Knights tonight, but never mind. She has got the Exalted Gift, Insatiable Assault,
Okay.
which means that she is +2 to advance and charge.
Ooh, okay.
Which, considering in this case I have started her on the board, I'm going to be trying to bring her in via a Warp Locus. That means she literally could be coming in at a 4-inch charge on
Wow.
Deep Strike,
That's
which is a little bit scary,
That's
to be
That's
fair.
very scary. Okay.
She's also got the Shining Aegis, which is 4+4,
Yeah.
and she has the Relic Sword Silver Strike, which is if she goes into a model and inflicts wounds to them, that model is then -1 to hit and wound for the rest of the game.
That's the game. Bloody hell, right, okay.
Don't get me wrong, it's not going to be fantastic in this matchup because it's not on a unit basis, it is on a model.
Right.
So unless I'm going into your Dreadnought or Dante,
Yeah.
then it's not going to actually do a lot.
Makes
But
sense.
once again, this is a more universally type list.
Mhm.
We have then got in a non-force org slot, we've got an Infernal and Rapturous.
Yeah.
If you take a Greater Demon, you can take one of the Heralds without taking up a slot.
Nice.
Infernal and Rapturous, she does shenanigans to make you have doubles when you're casting perils, won't come up in this.
Yep.
She's got one nice artillery shot, which is strength 9 -4 D3+3 damage, which is
Okay, that's
respectable.
pretty cool, yeah.
But more importantly, she is a Warp Locus, which means you can bring, if you run her to the front like some kind of suicidal crazy person,
Mhm.
you can use that to bring in your big demons nice and close.
Yeah.
To finish off that patrol, we have then got one unit of Demonettes. So
Cool.
I have literally burned to every single CP here, so I am starting on nothing,
Yeah.
but on the plus side, my people have cool stuff.
Yeah, very cool stuff, and yeah, they just sound very tanky.
So-
Tanky and quite scary as well.
Realistically, we're going to have 3 keepers that are -1 to wound against shooting. Sorry, 3 big demons at
Yeah.
-1 to wound against shooting. We've got 2 models that are -1 to wound in close combat. We've got a spell for an additional -1 to wound. So I'm basically doing anything I can just to try and push your own abilities
Absolutely. Yeah.
slightly further back there.
Sounds good, man. Cool.
And yeah, that's the demon list.
Love it. Okie dokie, so that is both the lists. Let's go to the mission and where we've deployed as well. So let's go to the top down here. So we are playing Data Scry Salvage. So we've got, this is a 6 objective mission, and I'm sure you can see these lovely Templar objective tokens that are out as well. So we've got the kind of 4 that are straight down the line, kind of the diagonal, and then we've got 1 in each of our deployment zones as well. Yeah. The deployment zones themselves, so this kind of diagonal here, and you've obviously got your diagonal over there. In terms of the terrain, again pretty standard for the channel. We're playing all the blast craters as difficult and light and dense. Is that correct?
Difficult and light for the
Difficult
craters.
and light for the craters, and then
dense on the
dense on the walls. Yeah, perfect. And you can get light on them then as well,
Yeah.
if you're not touching on. Cool. We've then got the big line of sights, or the obscuring terrain, shall we say, the runes. So we're saying all runes are obscuring, and yeah, we use the fruit print of them as well. If you're on the terrain, you can see through the windows. We've got 2 completely line of sight blocking ones there. Everything else has windows, so if you're on it, you can be shot off of it as well. And I think that's us in terms of the team. We'll probably just rattle through where we're deployed. So my 2 Sons of Sanguinius guard and the Terminators and the Inceptors are all up in the sky, up and ready to deep strike down. I've then got the 2 Redemptors here. We've got the support characters kind of in the middle. We've got the Death Company here that were ready to fall on Fury ahead, but I don't think they'll be doing that anymore. We've got the Assault Intercessors hiding in this big terrain piece here, because they'll be having to do the action for the actual bonus of the mission as well. I suppose just to quickly touch on that, it's an action that has to be carried out on your own objective, and then you get points equal to the number of objectives in the middle of the board that you hold. Is that right?
That's right.
Perfect. And then to top it all off, I've got my wee whirlwind just scooting off to the side here, potentially to maybe nab a wee objective, or to maybe to just to stay back and keep giving fight last. For yourself, what have you got?
We have got a unit of Nurglings right in the centre of the board there. Just literally, I got lucky in Dave deploy. I'm actually deploying my Nurglings after Dave did his Death Guard, so I could literally use that to circumvent the Forlorn Fury. Unit of Demonettes going up either flank there, top, bottom. They're obviously making their way towards the objectives. Demonettes, they have lost their old advancing charge that they used to have, but they now make up for that by just being stupidly fast. So they will very rapidly get into the opponent's deployment zone. Big guys, Be'lakor and Lord of Change, loitering right to the back. With a unit of Plague Bearers, and my Infernal Raptress is hiding just below that building there. We have currently got both Keepers and a unit of Demonettes off the board, just because I knew Dave would put so much off the board. I wanted something that could counter-react to his, to be perfectly honest. So it's a case of, depending on, I don't actually know who wants to go first here. It's like, do you want to bring in your reserves first or second? Because whichever one.
It's not ideal. It's one of these ones. I would quite like to go. I think I'd maybe like to go second and just let you show your hand, kind of thing, maybe if you can. So I'm just taking a snap round here, just to document. Let's get the keepers that are off the board as well. So honestly, no idea. I'll no doubt I'll roll to go first again. I seem to always be able to roll high for who goes first. Before we do that, however, let's have a wee chat about secondaries. So for my secondaries, I went for shock tactics. So this is the newly improved shock tactic. This is the one where if I take an objective off of you, I get 4 points. So I decided to go for that over the Relentless Assault, because Relentless Assault means I'm constantly having to push things into your deployment zone, which you will just kill back. So I want to try and save my resources as much as possible. And we're just going to try it out. I then went for Death from Above. I always take this with Blood Angels. You get 3 victory points if a unit that came on from reserve in the game, if at any point in the game they kill a unit, you get 3 points. If they do it in the turn that they came down, it's 4 points. If they come down and they do it and they kill a character, they get 5 points. So that's going to be potentially huge for me. And then I've also went for Bring It Down, because you've got 4 big beasties. I'm going to have to kill them. They're the things that are going to kill me if I don't kill them. So I went for that, and we can max that out as well. So yeah, we'll see. And then for yourself, Simon?
So I have taken Mental Interrogation. You have no psychic defense. I have flying monsters that move fast and can do psychic. So it either forces you to push your characters backwards, which when one of them is your source of obsec, you're not going to do that. So that should be a fairly comfortable one for me. We have taken Reality Rebels, so that's, I need to have more units in table quarters than you do. It's a comfortable 2 points a turn. As the game swings, it can become 3, it can become 4. It's about how much pressure you can put on and what you can do to your opponent's resources. Particularly at the moment, you've got 4 units off the board, so that then opens up maybe a needle angle that I can start scoring some points earlier on, just because you've got less units to play with. Finally, we've gone for banners. Don't hugely love banners as a pick here, but you know what, I can do it and at least forget about it. It's a comfortable 5, maybe 6 from a home objective. If I can get at least one of the other ones early in the game and keep hold of it, that then pushes it to a decent score there. If it turns out that I've still got models left at the very end of the game and I can just run on objectives and do banners, you can then get an extra 3-4 points from there, just in your last turn. So I think it should be a comfortable 10, unless things hugely swing against me.
I like it, yeah. And as always the case, what always seems to be the case is that third secondary in some games, and you're just like, So I think that's probably the best of the bunch there, to be honest. Cool. So that's us. We went through absolutely everything. Anything we've missed, we think?
No, oh yes, anything probably worth mentioning. This mission, the No Man's Land objectives are sticky.
Yes, that's right.
You have to start on it in your command phase, and it has to be with a OBSEC unit or a unit that has OBSEC. So the nice thing for yourself is you can go, fantastic, I just use my rights of war. So
exactly. Oh, I do.
We may be trying to snipe that character as fast as humanly possible.
Indeed. So, without further ado, time for the roll-off. Okay.
Let's go for it.
Guess, as always, you're free to go.
I will use one of your dice rather than my more lucky ones.
Oh god, he's got his Dracari dice. Okay, so 3.
Average 3.
No worries, and I'll roll an average 1. Let's see. No, of course. So it will be Blood Angels, turn 1. And yes, so in terms of pre-game stuff, obviously I'm not wanting to fall on Fury aggressively, and I am going first. There's no point in even bringing them out, moving them defensively. So I'm good.
Yep.
For you, have you got anything?
All I need to do is start the first round. I need to roll my Warpstone points.
Yes.
So 8 dice here. We're looking for as many 4-ups as possible.
Nice. Perfect.
Ooh. And that's 3, which is at least enough to do some shenanigans with.
Exactly. Cool. So let's go for it. So Blood Angels turn 1. Have a good game, sir. And let's go for it. Okay, cool. So CP wise, there is no, it's not like a case where we have to have the middle objectives, to get our CP or anything like that. So we just get it. So I'm up to 3. You're up to 1. And in terms of command phase shenanigans, I will give, so let's do some measuring, shall we? So let's go to the top down, because I've already been, in my head, Simon, I've been eyeing up who I think I first want to try and kill. So in terms of shoestings, so if I were to move, because these guys move 10, if I were to move 10, we can be within 24 inches here, which is kind of the sweet spot for this boy. And then this guy over here, if he moves up, he might be in range with things that he might be able to get himself in range of things. So this is obscuring here, so he would need to really get on this side of it in order to make himself a nuisance into those demonettes, right? 36 for that. So he could do it, potentially. And this guy's going to be shooting through the dents, isn't he? So I think what we'll do is we'll pop full rerolls onto this dreadnought here from Dante. We'll give him. We'll give him +1 to hit as well to negate out that, because really I don't really see this guy doing much. And as we've already kind of pointed out, shooting into Bellicor the chicken's probably like. No point.
It's not particularly efficient.
No point rolling the dice. We do have some Nurglings as well that we have to take care of, so he might just blast into them and try and take them off. But yeah.
Nurglings are naturally -1 to hit.
Yeah, -1 to hit as well. Okay, that's fine. So I think what we'll do, I would really quite like that squad of demonettes just gone, right? So I think I'm going to go with +1 to hit and full chapter master rerolls on this dread here. And in terms of litanies, let's do some litanies. So I've got 2 that I can do. We're going to go for the +1 to, so the Catechism of Fire, and we're going to pick that boy. Let's go for it. Goes off on a 3, goes off. So he's getting +1 to, but it's the closest, isn't it? Oh, right, so they would be closest. Wouldn't be here. Okay, so you mind if I actually put it on this boy here then instead? Because that's fine. Totally forgot about the Nurglings. Stupid Nurglings. So he'll get at least +1 to wound against them, which is, what's their toughness?
3.
Which I suppose in a small arms fire will be good. Okay, so that's fine. We'll give him Catechism of Fire. In terms of the other one, what have I got? +2 to charge or reroll all hits. We'll try the reroll all hits. Let's go for it. We're not going to charge him really. No, that does go off. Sorry, on a 3. So we've got reroll all hits in a bubble, and he's getting the Catechism of Fire. And I think that is command phase done. Missed anything? Nope, we're good. Cool. Right, movement. So this guy's just going to move up and just touch on to that objective there. And can he draw line of sight to those demonettes there?
No, because you're obscuring.
I'm just checking if there's a V1.
Actually, no. Yep, you've got an angle there.
Yeah, perfect. Right. Okay, that's fine. We will then do what we said we were going to do, which is move this dread up. So I'm just going to double check that it is definitely the 24-inch kill shot, because I think that the onslaught, the undersling onslaught is 24. So I will just double check. Where's my Redemptor Dreads? Redemptor Dreadnoughts. So the onslaught Gatling is 24. Obviously Stormbolt is 24 as well. The Macroplasma Incinerator is more range, but yeah, that's much of muchness. So yeah, we do try and the Icarus is 24 also. So yeah, we really want to get this guy within 24 of those Daemonettes. So he can move 10, and he can just touch into 24. So we'll just, what we'll do is we'll put that guy to there. Okay, be within 24 there. Okay. We will then, so I think we're probably going to have to move the Dread. So how far can Bellicor go? 12?
Yeah.
12. So he's not going to get a discharge here. But he has a locus, so like a keeper could come in and go ham, right?
But not from this turn.
Not from this, oh yes, of course, okay. So yeah, there's no way for you to circumvent the normal turn order.
No.
Right, okay, that's fine. So what we shall also do then is we're going to move the Death Company up. Actually, no, because I think I'd rather have them coming out of Deep Strike to then get me some more points for the relentlessness for the assault. So I'll spend a CP here, and we'll just pop them up into the sky, shall we? So down to 2, bloop, and they'll go into my reserves. We'll then let's keep this party train moving. So we really want to be within 6. The Tech Priest is going to have to go for a wee. He's going to have to go for a jog. So the Tech Priest is going to go for an advance. Okay. So he just wants to sit probably within the 6. And so what was that? 4 plus 1 for Blood Angels, so he can go 11. Okay, so these can go very far, and he'll just touch in there to get me the kind of protection, character protection. The other Dreadnought then would quite like to go and be within the 6 inches of him, and he's got more than enough move. So what we'll do is, if he scoots 7, where's the 7? To here, 7 to here, still not within 6, but you can also just move 3 up, so he moves up 3 to there. He's now within the 6, lovely. Suppose we'd also quite like Dante to be in range of everything, so he can give out rerolls and what have you, so he'll just
that's a very strong push on one flank there.
Yes, and he'll go to there. My chaplain, he does probably want to stay quite central, so that I have the option of going wherever I fancy. So he'll probably just touch into this dread here, like so. Or in fact, no, he also wants the 6 inch, because you do have like a little buster, don't you? A little buster AoE thing, don't you? So everyone getting the what am I trying to say, Simon?
Do you want to be, if you're expecting the burst to go into him, you want to be 3 inches outside of him.
So 3 inches outside.
But then you can't be character blocked.
Cool. But
I don't have guns.
I was going to say in terms of shooting, you don't really care, right?
Got one heavy shot from here. Giant harp to the face.
And this guy looks like he is going to be the case in point. What's the range on that spell?
18.
18, and he moves 12. So 30.
But he can advance, obviously.
Of course, yeah. Okay, so what we'll do instead is he'll just zoom to here. I'll be a coward. He'll get character blocked there, and be within the 6 inch bubble of the Feel No Pains against mortals. I think that's us, mate. Very, very quick first like shooting phase. And we're also within 6 inches each of Dante's with the reroll 1s. Okay, so let's go for the first shots.
So what we'll do is start the shooting phase. I will spend my 3 warp storm points for descending shadows.
Yes, -1 to hit.
-1 to hit.
Yeah, and that's just board wide. Every demon.
Every demon unit. So only if you're outside 12 though.
Okay.
So basically your whirlwind will now be getting the -1, and your dreadnought at the top, you've given +1, 2. There'll now be 2 negatives.
Okay.
So
the kind of he's back down to hitting on 4s.
Yeah.
That's perfect. So the other thing that I forgot to mention is the assault intercessors at the back. They'll be doing the action. onto the objective. It's end of movement phase, right, for the action,
Yes.
is that correct? Which could be lining me up at least an additional point, you know, so we'll see. So yeah, let's go for it. So we're going to have this dreadnought here, targeting those demonettes over there. So let's roll her up. So we've got D6 for the macroplasma. For 4, I'll take that. So I'm back to hitting on 4s,
Yep.
but I'm full reroll thanks to Dante. So
Yep.
it's 4s rerolling. We're not overcharging obviously because you're only
T3.
T3, and you're also only 1 minute each as well. So that's 2 hits so far, 3 hits so far. Looking for 2s. Yep, we get them. So you've got what?
5 up
5
in
up.
both.
Nice.
Kills 1.
Kills 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm just trying to think. So I think Onslaught is 8 shots, I believe. God, it's been ages since I played Redemptors, isn't it? You can tell.
I don't play Marines.
I don't play Marines. So we're looking for elites. So the Redemptive boys, it was Onslaught. It was 8, I was right. Okay, so we're looking for 4s rerolling. Decent. Or exactly average rather. So that's 4 hits so far. Get conversion, nothing. And then we're also looking for 3s to wound.
Yep.
Oh, that was not great.
2
So
wounds.
2.
7 up.
Oh,
They laugh at them.
Simon, that's not nice. And then we've got Icarus for 2 shots.
3. It's blast, isn't it?
Yes, oh that's right,
Yep.
yep, full blast, thank you very much. Looking for 4s again. Full euros, nice. And then looking for 2s, that's right, 7, yep. Nice, 3, come on, fail some 5s. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I forgot to go down the top then. Okay, so we're moving some. And then we've just got the Stormbolters. Now I'm not in double tap range, right? And Dreads will get it, so just 2 shots, 4s. Both miss, rerolls, 1 hit, and 3s, nothing. Okay, cool. Not great, but we've started to kind of whittle you down. Let's go for over here. That whirlwind there. So these guys, how fast can they move? Like what are we talking
10
here?
inches base movement.
10 inch base.
So,
And running charge?
nope.
No, so 10
So they're up to there.
And what's that kind of charge looking like then into that poor whirlwind?
11.
11, right, okay. Well, you could roll it. You could also just advance and get them to that point there as well, which is kind of annoying, potentially.
Fair, I'll take that one off you.
Yeah, okay. I'm just debating whether I want to plink them into this squad, because in terms of like, but I'll be out of line of sight.
Yep, so then he'll go to hitting on 5s going into them.
No, so everything into those demonettes there.
Yep.
It's 2d6 because we went for the Castellan launch instead of the other more damaging one. So 2d6 shots. Oh wait, it's blast, right? So I'll be getting a minimum of 3.
Minimum of 3.
So it's fine. I rolled 9, so we're good. So that's 4, 9. We're looking for 3s.
Yep.
And what was your
-1, descending shadow.
-1? Sorry,
So 4s.
yes, 4s. That did matter. And then what's your toughness? 3.
Yeah.
And I'm strength 6, so 2s. 3.
3. 5 ups.
Oh god,
Kills 1.
Units just do not want to. I hate when Simon has has invulns. I hate it when Simon has invulns. Okay, and I think just the last few shots here. So we're going to have this dreadnought putting everything into these little nurglings.
So you're within 12, so you're not getting descending shadow. However, nurglings are annoying, so still getting -1.
No worries. So at least I'm getting reroll ones from Dante. So let's just do onslaught. It'll be better to do the big damage or the little damage first.
4 wounds each.
4 wounds
5
each.
up in rolling and shooting.
Let's 5 up in rolling. Let's do big damage, and we will overcharge because that takes them to, is it flat 3 for that?
Yeah. Still
have
2
to
to
get
kill.
2 through. So no overcharge. So we're just going to go for normal. So D6 shots, the macroplasma 5. Nice. I rolled not bad for them this turn. So we're looking for 4s rerolling ones.
Yep.
Ooh, and then 2s. Nice. So you got 4 there, mate.
4, 5 up in bones.
Okay.
So kills a base and a bit.
Base and a half. Yeah, cool. We've then got the onslaught. Looking for 4s. Oh, this guy's super angry. He wants his nurglings to be dead. And then 3s. Yep, so that is 6.
5 ups.
And damage a piece on these boys. That kills 1, 2. So again, we've got what, 2 wounds left?
Yep.
Yep. See if the heavy bolt, not heavy bolters, but see if the storm bolters can finish him off again. 4s. Rerolling the 1. Nope. And then 3s.
Yep.
Yep, 2 more.
Dead.
Dead, cool. Not bad, but you expect the Knucklings to die, don't you? So it's not.
I would have liked them to stay alive just a bit, because that would have been an easy.
Yeah. And I think that's my turn, mate. It feels like not very much.
So can't feel morale over here.
Yep.
Can feel morale up at the top there.
Yep.
So we lost 4, and we're leadership 8.
Alright, 4, yeah.
Yes, one
Yes,
that
that's
that's right. So did
8
fail.
Does fail.
So 1 flees.
1 flees.
We've then got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. Demons leadership can't be modified as long as they've got a banner. So on 1s, people run away, and another 2 run away.
Okay. So yeah, I would have liked that unit to be gone.
I would have liked to have been able to hide that unit. Yeah. Now I both have what we want.
Yeah, but yeah. So cool. That's my turn. We have. I don't think we have any scoring at all because.
You get 1 point bonus.
Oh, so you get it that turn.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I like that. Cool. So, for some reason, I always thought it was the start of your next turn for the bonus. So we're gonna have 1 bonus. No shock tactics, no death from above, no bring it down, and that's us, mate.
Okay.
Cool. Over to you, sir. So we've got Demons turn 1. I'm going to go put our CPs up.
I get up to
So
2.
3. You go up to 2. And you don't roll for Warp Storm, is it? It's just at the top of every kind of battle round, shall we say? Yeah.
So Demonettes are going to move onto this objective.
Lovely.
Ding, 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 ding. And hide behind obscuring.
Cowards.
Sensible.
Sensible option.
10. So you can't get round there to shoot. You're not going to be able to fit people coming in that way. So we can take them off that objective, but I also can't really do much to stop that, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah, fair enough.
But because they have just moved, they will raise a banner on there.
Lovely.
Like I said, not hugely expecting this banner to stick around much, but you know what, we'll at least try.
Yeah.
These ones over here are slightly more interesting. So your guys are going to be a bunch of 7-inch charges, realistically.
That's the dream.
That weird thing with demons where you don't need to care about, well, the big stuff anyway, you don't need to care about obscuring because you can't be hidden anyway.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, 20 all 20 wins in these big boys, yeah. Wow. And ladies.
Well, oddly, you still get obscuring against me, so I can't just park here and smite you because you'd be blocked.
Yep.
Dreadnought 10. Bellacor's just going to go. What do we want to do with Bellacor? Slightly regretting putting as much off the board as I did. I maybe should have just gone for threat overload.
It's funny, you did say that like immediately, just before we started the game, you're like, I wonder if I should have kept more on the board.
12 takes you to there.
It's a very kind of dodgy kind of cat and mouse right now, feels like.
The real question for me is what I do with these Demonettes over here. Because they can make a really nice anti-screening unit.
Yes.
But at the same time, if I take you off that, then you're not getting any primary next turn.
That's very true.
But what do we need? Where does it actually go up to? So, basically need it to there. So you're talking... Yeah, you're talking a stupidly long advance to do that. How many units have you got in this table quarter? Going from the centre?
From the centre, is it just within the quarter?
Wholly within.
Wholly within the quarter. So I have 1.
You have 1.
I have 1. Just the dreadnought.
The Bellicor is just going to shuffle up slightly then when he moves.
Yeah. To get him in there,
Just
so you
to
can
make
get
sure
that.
that he's in that table quarter. Actually, I don't need to because I only need to actually have.
Oh, you only need to equal,
to.
right? Yeah. Yep. Cool. Not bad. Not bad.
Because the interesting thing for me, obviously, is if you come into my deployment zone, then all my reserves can come in 3 inches away, which at that point becomes unpleasant for you.
Yeah, that's very unpleasant.
These Demon Acts realistically can't make that charge, but they can do that. So they're just going to walk onto that objective.
Onto objective. Sounds good. And make me try and take it off you.
And it also gives you the choice of how you try and take it off at that point as well. Because you won't be able to deep strike onto that objective now.
No.
Dreadnought won't be able to get round with a decent charge.
So what's it? It would move 8, which wouldn't get me off the terrain, and then it would be a 9-inch charge.
So actually, all we'll do is that's moving them to their max. We probably don't need to go to the max. Let's just pull them back there. Big Chicken. Where does Big Chicken want to go? He's got lovely offensive psychic powers, but there's also that slight element of I don't particularly want him being charged in close combat.
Only the 5 up involved in combat, yeah. Which is still, I mean, yeah, it's good.
It's -1 to wound as well.
I have -1 to wound, it's nice as well. Yep.
Got 18-inch range. It feels like I'm sacrificing too much there to do a couple of smites that ultimately are not really going to do anything.
Yeah, I think if you would put your chicken forward, I'm gunning for him.
Yeah.
If I can get him in combat, then happy days.
So, does he just advance? They're creating a screen out to 9. So there would be the furthest, so that's not a declarable charge at that point. I think unfortunately I'm still going to have to play cagey for a turn.
Yeah, makes sense.
We can do a mental interrogation. Big Chicken to the mental interrogation. So you're coming in 9 inches, takes it to there. But then you're guaranteeing that I just kill you. Because it's the stuff that's coming in, it's going to be 3 inches away.
Yep.
They're going to raise banner. And the good thing for you for this mission is the fact that you've got shock tactics.
Yes.
Because I can't not take objectives.
Exactly. Yeah. With it being, 2-3 more as well. We need primary and yeah.
She's just going to turn to that objective. She's character protective. I really don't like this phase, but I also don't think there's much that's
else
better.
you can do. Yeah, no, that's fair.
I guess the only thing I could have done. Maybe move 10 from there. Actually, that's a better play. We'll take these back to where they were. So that was 10.
Yep.
Because what I'm thinking is I still would quite like to raise a banner on there.
Okay.
But I'm thinking I can probably just string a couple of models onto there and create a wee little...
Like a wee screen.
Yeah.
Protect the chicken.
Yeah. Okay, so that's the 10 that they were originally, approximately. So she just goes onto there. With the 10-inch movement there.
Yep.
So that's then creating the 9-inch bubble there. So that now makes him safe.
Safe.
And then we're going to do a truly hideous. The problem is though, if I string them out over that way, I don't get Reality Rebels for that table quarter.
Yes, that's true.
So we need to take just the halfway point.
Yeah, do you want to measure it to halfway?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've got 30. 30's there. So you've still got the decent. Yeah.
Okay. 10. 10. And 10. So at least that then gives you the lovely 18-inch bubble there.
Yes.
So
exactly.
That's now created a wee safe spot there.
Yep, I like it.
Psychic.
Psychic.
Oh, so raise banner, raise banner,
Yes.
raise banner.
Banner. Yep.
So that's fine for that. So that's 3 banners raised. Really not expecting them to keep up, but hey. And then we go for psychic interrogation.
Yep. What we need.
Oh, and we also do the action with the character.
Savage. So
sorry.
Yeah. Loves
Good
it. Loves it.
And realistically, that's turn.
That's turn. No other powers.
Oh, actually, no. So he's got Gaze of Fate. That's Store Warp Storm. I've used all my Warp Storm points from there. He's not in range for anything offensive that way. So
that's turn. No. Nice. Okay. So let's score her up, shall we? So we're looking at so Reality Rebels. What are we getting for that?
We're talking a healthy 3 for Reality Rebels.
Nice. I like that.
We're getting 2 for bonus.
Yep. So 3
and 3 for mental interrogation.
Indeed, and 2 for bonus and 3 for mental interrogation. So points wise, you're definitely up. And yeah, let's go on to Blood Angel's turn 2 then, shall we? So CP wise, I'm up now to 4.
I'm up to 3.
Perfect.
We need to roll for my Warp Storm.
Warp Storm, go for it.
4, 8.
Let's see what we get. Oh, that looks. Oh, hello.
So that's a 7.
Hello. 7 Warp Storm points. Okay, that's very nice. In terms of primary for me, I just get 4.
Yep.
Because I hold 2, and there is no other things to be done there. So I think that's good to go. Cool. So command phase stuff. We are going to put the chapter master rerolls on to. Who do we want? Yes, let's do chapter master rerolls onto this thread here.
Okay.
And we'll also do +1 to hit into.
Is that a 6-inch range one?
Yes. Oh no, that's 3-inch, so it has to go into here. Yep, okay. Perfect. So we've got the full rerolls +1 to hit here. I'm wondering if I want to like double stack it again, but we're just going to go with it. So yep, that's fine. And then prayers. So let's go for catechism again. I can put it on either. Who do I want the +1 to wounds? Probably this guy, because I'm eyeing up those demonettes. So probably that guy there. Looking for a 3. Yes. And then we're looking for full rerolls to hit as well on a 3. Yes. Oh God, he's so one with the Emperor. Just getting lots and lots of prayers. Cool. So just to clarify, guys, so that we've got the full rerolls in this thread here, +1 to hit in this thread here. And I think that's us, just straight into movement phase.
Straight into movement?
Straight into movement.
The question will be, how much did you bring in?
Yeah.
I've still got so much off.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'll be honest, Simon, I don't think I bring anything in this turn. I think I try and do what I need to do. Well, not anything. Not what am I trying to say? I might still bring in some stuff, because I would quite like to get some decent points for the data scry. So for example, I could bring in a unit out of Deep Strike here. So that I think the plan for me potentially could be to move this Whirlwind up to tag onto this objective, to then use this Dread and other such things to then remove these Demonettes potentially. So I get this objective. If I can also get a unit onto this back objective here, that's me on 2. This Dread moves up, I'm on 3. And if I can try and take you off of that with a unit that comes out of Deep Strike, then I could also get some juicy points for that too. So that's my thoughts. That's my thoughts. That's the potential. Don't get me wrong, I also know that I'm setting you up for, you could, charge things like Bellicor in and stuff like that. But I also don't know if you would you just go full ham and just go full threat and bring in both Kippers as well? Because you could 100% do that. But yeah, so I think we'll go with that. We will.
One thing to watch out for, just if you haven't played Demons before, so obviously you've got the various Warp Storm abilities. One of the Slanesh ones is Fight First.
Okay.
So I use it in a Fight First, and any Slanesh model will get Fight First. Obviously, not relevant for this turn here and now, but worth for thinking future turns.
Yes, that's fine.
Bellicor obviously does have the Slanesh keyword as well.
Yeah. He does have Slanesh. So how does that work then? So if I make Bellicor fight last,
it then goes to fight normal if I spend.
And then if you charge, does that then put you back up to charge as well? How does
so
that
then
work?
It would be, I'm on fight first, you've put me fight last, so therefore it goes to fight normal. So at that point,
even though you've charged,
even though charged.
So you charging to me, I would hit you first.
Yes,
because
unless I have a fight last spell.
You have a fight last spell. That's pretty sweet. What's the range on that?
18.
18 inches for that. Okay. Interesting. What's the casting value of the fight last spell?
That is, I should check for you because off the top of my head I don't remember. It's 6 or 7.
Yeah, no worries. I think either way, Bellicor is being fight last of this turn. I think that's the best use of the Whirlwind this turn. The potential also to get the Whirlwind to actually get on an objective is quite nice as well. So yeah, I think that's fine. So yeah, we'll go back into movement then, shall we? So
actually fair. No, you're actually fine because I actually didn't take that spell. I thought I did, but I didn't.
Yay! Okay, so cool. He's getting fight lasted. Hopefully I can hit him. So we're just going to move this Dread up to here. Okay, that's fine. So he's now touching onto that objective. We are also going to.
Trap card.
Yes. These guys are still non-seeable, right?
Yep. From where you can't get to them. So you're charging them to get to them.
You need to charge them to get to them. Now, but if this Dread moves up 10, he could draw a line of sight through here. No? Yes? No? Yes. Ooh.
She says nudge in the model.
Even I think honestly, even with that, when I was eyeing it up, I thought it's super tight, isn't it? No, I think the very
it's
corner.
Because the angle you've got is that's you obscuring, isn't it?
I think the very corner there, and if we had a laser, yep, it does touch over the corner here. So no, well played. So there's no way to just get primary going into that turn, I don't think. But never mind. We did potentially say there's a charge option as well, is that right?
No, brings me into Deep Strike.
Or a unit from Deep Strike, okay. So obviously you've left me nothing here. Nothing. Or I'm trying to rock a 9-inch charge, right?
Which is a 7-inch charge, if you move your chaplain up as well.
But he's already lifted. My plan was after he was coming on anyway, so I think I'm okay with leaving you. I know it's banners and I know it gets you stuff, but I just honestly don't know what else I could do. What does the chaplain do? The chaplain goes 14. He then always has to go around. That's a big old charge as well. Also not definite that feckin' killing either.
Considering Tire Redemptor shot them.
Okay. We are gonna move on up. Moving on up to I don't think from where he was he could get onto the objective. No. That's his move to there. So he was there. Nah, it's too tight to get on the objective, so that's fine. We'll leave it. But he just wants to go. Yeah, he'll go there, but not touching onto the difficult. And realistically, are both those dreads just gone? We want the Dante to get their other full rerolls, so Dante will just plonk himself there.
Does the top dreadnought who's got the rerolls at the moment? Yes,
so
because he wasn't in range at the
no,
+1.
he's +1. He's full rerolls.
He's full
so
rerolls.
I did decide to split it. So
right.
that's fine. We're going to put Dante in the total obscuring within 6 inches of both. Okay. We're also going to put the Tech Marine in the exact same location to give me some mortal wound protection.
Smart.
And what to do with this boy? He'll also hide him in absolute coward and tonk himself to there. Okay, so that was move. The whirlwind is going to, so yeah, he's going to move. So he can move 10. So he just wants to touch onto there, like a so, and then also still draw line of sight to the old Bell Accord. And then I think it's Terminator time.
You want something solid to hold that backfield?
Yes. It's all, and also don't get me wrong, I know that these guys are hoofing at 5 inches from now on, but I just feel like them standing there is a pretty decent kind of roadblock. So what we'll do is we won't block my line of sight any more than I already have. We're going to have to put one guy on the point, and everybody else just has to be 24 inches back because they get full DACA, right? Because they're Terminators.
The only thing I potentially query is one guy on the point makes it really easy if we just run forward a model, i.e. a chicken or something like that to take it off.
Alright, yeah, fair enough.
Make it more sense.
No, that's fine. So let's go for that. Tell you what we could do then, so we could actually put an entire block there and still see line of sight into the Daemons, right? Is that about right? Because I want to get all their shots on, to be fair. Moving on. Is that possible, Simon?
You'll need to move them slightly because you've obscured there, so he's not got any line of sight.
Cool. Can he get any line of sight at all?
No, because the obscuring is going there.
Yeah, so I think the best I'm getting every time is 4, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So that's fine. We'll keep the champ there behind, and we'll just get all the shots there. I think that's all we bring on, or do we stage? Because sometimes it's good just to have the stuff on, because I don't have to do the old 7-inch charge thing. I can stage. So let's go for. Inceptors are definitely useful when it comes to just coming down. So we're going to put some Death Company out here. Death Company here. Plonk some Sandguard in as well, actually, I think. There's a staging element here. Let's keep these guys back. Okay. Do we want these guys out, or will I just use them as a last case, as a kind of worst case scenario? We could stage here with them, behind there.
The problem is you still need to know where my keeper's coming in. Yeah. That's actually huge for you.
That's pretty big. Yep. Yeah, I think we'll keep one back just in cases. And I suppose nothing ventured, nothing gained. If we're just going to sit back here anyway, right? Might as well try and get a 8-inch charge to take you off the point there. Possibly. So we need to do a tri-point, right? Because there's 7 models. Still not an auto charge, but keepers could come in wholly within 6 of him.
I'd have to get 3 inches from my own deployment zone, so keeper can come in there.
Okay.
And we've got the 1 keeper who's got +2 to their charge.
Lovely stuff.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans. I think that's us. Let's try it. So, shooting wise, that's us for movement? Yes. So, shooting wise, we are going to go for, come back to the main screen, we're going to go for the Whirlwind. It's going to put everything into Bellicor. Okay. Because I really want to make him fight last. So, 2d6 shots, 6 shots.
Actually, give me 1 second. You already managed 1 to hit him, I just need to decide if I'm doing Descending Shadows overall. They're within 12, so they wouldn't.
That's right, because it's start of shooting phase.
They're going to be within 12. No, I think you go for it.
No worries, cool. So we just get a single 4 here. Please gods. Yes. So we get 3 hits. And strength 6, toughness 7.
And -1 to wound, so 6s.
6. What the hell? We get 1! For the nub. Yes, it's nice. But then you spend the CP for fight lashed.
How many CP are you on?
Down to 3. Right, cool. Let's go to these Terminators here. Everything into the Demonettes. And yeah, let's spend another CP. We're getting CP happy. We're going to go for Fury of the First. To do my +1. Cool. Anything defensive wise for yourself? Cool. So 20 shots. So there's 5, 10, oops, 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh no, we're missing 1, so only what?
16.
That? 16, yep. 2s and 3s.
Yep.
Yeah.
2, 3, 5 up in there.
Few 1s that would be nice to have Dante nearby, but not too bad. And I'm looking for 3s here. Not great at all. So that is what, 7 looks like about?
5 up in bones. 1 out the box.
No worries, so you can reroll that one, mate. Cool.
So, kills 5.
Kills 5, cool. No worries. Cool. We'll then go on to this big hunker. He's going to put the Stormbolters, and he's got full rerolls, right? And he's got what rerolls as well. Stormbolters, the Onslaught, I think Stormbolters and Onslaught into here.
Yep.
Icarus, and the Macroplasma into Bellicor. Yep. I think that's just the best thing right now. So in terms of, he was cataclysmed. So they are still the closest. Yes, by a mile. So we get +1 to wound here. So we'll go for the Onslaught first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In order to get the death from above, it would have been nice, I think, for him to shoot first and then them to shoot. But I was genuinely scared that they just he just gets rinsed anyway. So I'm hoping we get a wee nice cheeky death from over there. So let's go for it. We're looking for any minuses here.
Nope.
So 3s, full rerolls.
Don't need any.
Loves it. And then it's 2s because it's Catechism. Yep, not many 5-ups, mate.
That should be squad.
Hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Exactly.
Exactly. Okay. Now, what's interesting is, does Catechism now?
No, it's at the time.
Because it's the thing. That's fine, no worries.
And one thing you should have done was declared if you were overcharging or not.
Oh, that's right. Because it would take me to strength 9. What is your toughness?
7. Makes no difference for that, but it makes difference for the damage.
Sorry, yes, I am overcharged. I think both, because I've got the reroll 1s anyway, so that's fine. So no matter what, they're overcharging. So that's the squad of Demonettes gone. Everything else into Bellicor. So the number of Icarus is 3. Looking at 4s to hit, yeah?
4s to hit.
Full rerolls.
Nope, don't get rerolls against
No
Bellicor.
rerolls against Bellicor. And then we're looking for...
5.
Oh, you don't get rerolls against Bellicor?
Nope.
All right, well, hold on a minute now.
-1 to hit, -1 to wound, no rerolls.
Okay, well then no overcharge then.
Right,
Because
okay.
then because I'll just fucking kill myself. Right, so that's fine. So we've just got the Icarus, strength 7, but a -1 to wound.
Yep,
so
so 5.
5s. 1 wound.
For pinball. He takes 1.
D3 damage.
That is 2 damage.
2 damage.
Goes down to 1, he takes a damage.
Perfect. And then the macro. 3 shots. 4s. Ooh. And strength 8.
So
4s
rugby
now.
3,
Again,
so
yeah.
back to 4s.
2 more.
Follow him up.
Fails 1.
So
and
that's 2
then
damage down to 1, so
2
he's now
down to
taking
1.
2.
Yes. Macro, plasma, yep. 2 down to 1. Perfect. And that's us. This turn, not same thing?
Yep.
So, everything into Bellicor. I think we've got range with everything. Yes, but he did move, so he's not getting double shots on these strong bolters. So, the macroplasma. Or 1 shot. Yeah, that's fine. So, 4s. No rerolls? No. For the Icarus, how many shots? 2, 4s, and 5s. Nothing. The onslaught. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4s with no rerolls.
And 6s.
Nothing. And then the storm bolters. 4s. 6s. 1. We're up. Love that. Cool. I think that's us for shots. Everything done. Done. And then we will go on to the charge phase. So we need an 8 over here. See if we get it. We do not. Yeah, that's definitely not get it. It will spend the CP. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Come on. Oops, one's in the box. It's not. I can't even make it. Can't even make it. Cool. Well done, guys. So that's us. That's turn. Obviously, I think we'll just say that from now on, our units in the back are always doing the action.
Yeah, absolutely. Fine with that.
So I will get 1, 2, 3 for the bonus, and nothing else. We get shock tactics for 4. And no death from above. Yeah, I could have been a lot better with that, I think. So, but don't worry, there's still chances to do. So we've got.
I'm just debating something in my morale.
Yeah, sure.
Give me 1 sec. 6, 7, 3. Gonna be rerolling next turn anyway.
So it takes you up to 4 bonus.
Do we do something?
Because we've got 3 bonus shock tactics for 4. So I'm gaining 7 for this turn, which will take me up to 8 victory points in total, right? Nope, 4, 12, sorry, my apologies.
So I'm going to burn 5 warp stone. Oh,
Oh, he's very hungry.
I'm not hugely, it's just I'm not going to have a ton of other stuff to actually spend it stuff. So what I'm actually thinking is for 5 warp stone,
Yep.
I can bring back D3 demonettes and
Yes.
heal Bellicor for D3.
Alright, okay.
That then leaves me 2 left,
Yeah.
which gives me otherworldly tread, which is you can charge through terrain
Yep.
without actually being.
Being penalised.
Yeah.
I like that.
So that's
cool.
I was trying to think, is there anything else? Because obviously it resets in your turn. Is there anything else more useful? I'm not convinced there is, to be perfectly honest. So yeah.
Heal.
So Bellicor
Yep. Ooh.
jumps out of the box. It takes 1 back, and D3 demonettes come back for 1. So that was really not an efficient use of that.
But if you rolled big on that, then it would have been nice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how many wounds has he got left now?
He's 19.
Okay. Yeah, go back to top down. So we've got 19 wounds there, and we've got 2 warpstone points left.
Yes.
Correct. Perfect. Right. So
Up to 4 CP.
yes, and 2 for me. What I am quite happy with though is 0 primary for you.
2 primary for me. I've got demonettes and there.
Oh, sorry. No, yeah. In my head, then it was going to be 0, but no. So you've got 4. You've got 4 for primary.
Yep. 2 for banners.
and 2 for banners. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Cool. Nothing further?
No.
I think that's us. Cool. Awesome.
So the question is, where do we go?
Yep.
So where does my deployment start?
Where
Start
do we
again.
go now? Waka waka waka.
Lesson 7. Maybe I should have spent a CP to actually give them +1 to charge. Slash units. Base goes to. What I'm basically seeing here is Be'lakor can jump over the Sangard. Sorry, jump into the Sangard.
Yeah.
Into there. So it'd be an 8-inch charge.
8 inches. Yep.
That you think we may have to do.
Oh, do you magnetise on there or just,
No, just
not
flip
stuck? Lovely jubbly.
But what that's also doing is pushing my warp locus out and about. But I don't think I can actually fit a keeper in that stage there. Does it make more sense going central with Be'lakor then? If I just push Be'lakor right up the centre, that means I can do my warp locus going
Bring kippers in.
that way,
Yeah.
and potentially that way. Just going onto there takes that objective off you. Are you close enough for rights of war? No.
Onto this dredge?
Yeah.
No.
If Be'lakor's fighting last, doesn't feel ideal him charging in. But what we can do is outside of 6 of you is there, which is holding with 6 of Be'lakor.
Yep. Same there as well.
Outside of there, holding with 6. Yeah. So we could do both keepers coming in and going for a dreadnought attack.
Ooh. I like it.
Chickens. Does chicken want to charge?
Does chicken want to charge?
So if we go straight, what I'm basically trying to work out is there a way I can put my psychic into them?
Yep.
And then still charge him. Or I just advance, but then everything's going to end up going to him. And just fly over.
To get onto it.
Yeah. Next 12 inches. This is the one time where TTS is actually useful. Because you can just clone stuff.
Yeah, exactly. You can also undo things very easily.
We can put the mortal to targeted into him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, ooh, what I could do. I can use the obscuring to my benefit.
Okay.
Because what I'm going to do is fly over here, tag onto there. I won't be able to see him.
Okay.
Which means the smites will hit them.
Sure, that's okay. Right.
If I go, so obviously that's your angle there. So if I can get to there.
I'm just saying that that's a big old sticky out chicken,
Yeah.
and it's from every point in the model, right?
Yeah, we're pushing it too much. We may just have to try and kill your source of fight last. Yeah, chicken's just going to fly over.
No worries. Flap, flap, flap. Caw. Cool.
He's not horrific against them. Okay, he's only got the 5 up invuln, but his -1 to wound is a generic 5 up to wound. -1 to wound.
Yep.
It's not against shooting.
Yeah.
So
his is 5 up to 5 makes
His
it
is-
wound against everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Plague bearers are just going to do their action. She could advance and try and warp locus somebody forward. What we're going to do here is I can't fight last you. So anyone who goes into your dreadnoughts is going to be a problem for me.
Yeah, still got enough CP for interrupt.
Yeah. So she's just going to pop out. Like she said, she's character blocked as it stands, and she's already got line of sight and range onto him.
Yeah.
So that's fine. I feel this list maybe needs a few more troops.
Yeah, I
Big
think
stuff is fun.
Yeah, I think me looking at it, I was like, all right, if I can try and kill the troops and then hopefully deal with the big boys, but yeah, it's still pretty scary. Those big 4, what kind of on paper seemingly unkillable beasties.
Yeah.
No, Bellicor.
Yeah.
So that technically he's dead, right?
We could just kind of leave him lying
Yeah,
down
yeah.
while he's.
He's going for a wee nap, but his base can stay there. It's a very cool base. It's such a nice kind of scenic base, yeah.
So hold him in 6 inches.
Are we bringing out the cuppers?
I think so. Okay. Let's go for fun and just charge stuff.
Woo! Yeah.
Because the other thing you won't be able to do this turn is you won't be able to fight last me. Because Whirlwind will be
Yeah, because if
in combat.
if you're charging it, no, you advanced.
No, that's just his movement.
That's just move.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, cool.
So that is my +2 to charge keeper. So outside of 6 of you, so just edge a little bit further forward. And hold within 6 of Bellicor for Warp Locus.
Yeah.
So 4-inch charge. And hold within 6. Ooh, that one's going to be tight. Oh no, I'm measuring for the wrong side of the base. Yeah.
We're all good. Cool.
What we'll try and do. There's as many spells going that way as we can. Okay.
Any further movements?
Still got a unit of demonettes. I think I'm fine at the moment.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. No worries, man.
Psychic
So
phase.
Psychic. What do we think first?
So we'll start with the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Archie, obviously, those guys are going to perform the action, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So Be'lakor is on that objective. I keep expecting to get on that objective, so that at least will get me the 1, 2 there. That'll push you to a full primary. Okay. So chicken will just go for a smite.
Right, cool.
+2 to this.
Yep.
So it goes off for a super smite for 1 damage. Oh, he's still away.
I think he's got 10 left. I think he starts with 11, so pop some dice next to him there.
Select 1 enemy unit within. His targeted one is going to put into these gentlemen here.
Yeah.
So 5, 6, 7, 8, and its casting is 8. Fantastic.
Nice. Perfect.
We now roll 9d6.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Every 5 up is a mortal wound.
Cool. I will take that.
Okay, and that was just terrific.
Right, okay.
So yeah, that should have killed 1 there, which then itself would have spawned more mortals.
Good job, chicken.
That was fun.
That was horrendous. Okay.
Okay.
Moving swiftly along.
We'll then go. Which one's going to be the most effective?
He's still got 1 more, right? Yeah. Is he a 3? Can he have 3?
No, he knows 3, has 2.
Has 2. Cool. So he's done. Who have we got next?
So this lovely girl
Yeah.
is going to go for Symphony of Pain.
Okay.
Onto your Dreadnought.
Dreadnought. Cool. Perfect.
So he is
That's the full rerolls Dreadnought. That's
Okay.
the +1 to hit Dreadnought.
going to go to that Dreadnought then.
This one here. Cool.
Yep.
No worries.
Needs a 7.
No.
We will CP reroll that.
Go for it. I'll mark you down.
One bounced out, the other one was a 3, but
There
goes
we
off.
go. Cool. Perfect.
So he is now -1 to hit and -1 to wound in
Perfect.
combat.
Sounds good.
So that at least makes him a little bit useful. She'll then cast Hysterical Frenzy. What should we do a smite?
The +1 -1 will just cancel each other out though.
Yes, but it's pushing you back to your 3s and
2s to wound, right? Are you any minuses to wound on these guys?
I can still do -2 to wounds.
That's perfect. Yeah, that works. Yeah. I can go to 3s.
And to be fair, keeping naturally -1 to hit.
Cool.
So it's pushing you at least to 4s to hit.
Oofed. Nice.
So her second spell will be Hysterical Frenzy. Needs a 7.
Yep. Guess
Goes off.
Yep.
So she's going to try and kill. So that gives her exploding 6s
Nice.
in
Cool.
combat.
Love it.
Over here
Yep. Other keeper.
is just going to do mental interrogation.
Okay. Yeah.
Goes off.
I'd love for you to fill that one, not be able to
Yeah.
roll it.
Yeah,
So-
wouldn't have been ideal, not gonna lie.
It's mental. I'll just mark that up for you just now. So you gain 3 points there. What's that? 10, 15, 17. So far.
And Be'lakor
Yep.
is now freed up from doing his thing, so he's going to go for Penumbral Curse.
Nice.
Needs a 7.
Nice.
Goes off. So that guy is now -1 to wound. So that's 2 -1 to wounds on him.
Good lord.
So that's actually counterbalancing.
Pretty useless now.
Actually, he's still wounding me on 3s.
Yeah.
So
Because it's strength 16.
Yeah.
That's true.
and Be'lakor
Oh, sorry.
will.
Actually, no. Hold on. Oh yeah, because you're tough to 7, right? Yeah. Still 2 as well. Okay. Fair enough.
And Be'lakor will then do a. Do you just want to do a basic smite? Yeah. Smite.
Yeah. Smite.
Goes off.
D3.
So that'll be the guy at the top there for
See if I
1.
can shrug it with the Soul Warden. No. So he's down to 12 wounds left.
So in that psychic phase, I did a grand total of 2 mortal wounds.
Woohoo! We're cooking.
That is not ideal by any stretch of the imagination.
Okay, so yeah, so this Dreadnought took a wee tickle. He's -1 to wound.
No,
and
-2 to wound, and -2 to hit.
2 to hit. Okay. And yeah, you did some mortals over here. Well, did a mortal over there. Okay.
So we have one shooting shot, which is her
from the Infernal Enraptures,
Infernal
in that
Enraptures.
big building over there.
in the big building. She hits on 3s. She hits.
Nice.
Strength 9. Wounds on 3s.
Yep.
Doesn't
Hey, it's always the one wins shots in it.
Okay. Oh, and he will may as well
Oh
shoot.
yeah, got a sorcery, yeah.
So D6 shots into your whirlwind.
Into
4
ones,
shots.
Yeah,
Hits on 2s.
Oh, you got some
Actually,
twos.
hits on 3s, but
Yeah, but still. Yeah.
Wounds on 5s.
Nice. Not bad.
2 wounds. Would be -1, but you ignore it.
Nice. So we're just looking for 3s here. Hiya! Good and good.
Good.
Perfect.
Okay.
Right, now the best phase.
Charges and fight phases.
Charge and fight! Okay,
we
so we
spend-
start with first.
2.
So that's your last Warpstorm points, and that's to make you just be able to charge through difficult
Yep.
without
with
any
no
penalties. Perfect.
So Keeper's going to charge whirlwind.
You mean chicken?
Yes, sorry.
Chicken charge
Chicken
whirlwind.
charge
Okay.
whirlwind.
Which we get.
Yes, just enough.
Just in if it was a 1. Yeah, cool. That's good.
Okay. Make sure we haven't got my keepers mixed up here. So that is. This is the disadvantage when you've got 2 very similar models.
That's very true.
So hysterical frenzy is this one. So this is the +2 to charge girl.
Lovely.
So she charges in, and she's in.
Okay, so, and she was declaring into
Just him.
just that dreadnought there. No worries. Kablam.
Making sure we're still saying within 6 of Bellicor, because he gets reroll 1s.
Oh, nice. Cool.
Other keeper charging. Oh no.
Right,
That's
you
take
can
your
take
wounds
one
on
dice if you want.
Other keeper charging other
Other dreadnought.
dreadnought.
Yep.
The 2 and a
yeah,
5.
she's fine. She's fine.
So I'm basically just counting on her trying to survive in combat, because obviously you're going to go first with one of them.
Yeah, exactly. And then, yeah, we can get the interrupt. But I mean, you've made it so this guy.
I've denerved him as much as I can.
He's standing there going, "I'm so weak. I'm weak as a kitten." Right.
So Bellicor's not going to do anything.
Yep.
But he is giving the other girls rerolls.
Mm-hmm.
So we will go with this keeper first of all.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the girl with Silver Strike. If any successful wounds, you're -1 to hit and wound for the rest of the game for close combat.
So any successful wounds.
Yes.
Perfect. I've got no defensive things here, so off you go. Yep.
So she is 6 attacks as standard.
Yep.
Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s.
Yep.
6s explode.
Cool. Nice.
Nice. So 2 explosion for hysterical frenzy.
Lovely jubbly.
And these are strength 9.
So 3s.
3s.
Okay, dropped a couple.
Okay.
What are we looking at here?
So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 at -3. Go to -2.
So 5 up 6.
Five.
Yep, and what's the damage?
Flat 3.
So takes them down to flat 2 then. That's my -1. Looking for 5s. Oh, we've done well. So oh my god! Oh! He takes 2 damage. Oh! Yeah, spiked that one. Sorry, mate.
Okay.
Yep. So he's got 11 wounds left.
Snapping claws.
Now these are malefic, so they'll get past my armor content, right?
And they'll
So
get past your damage reduction.
damage reduction and so just the profile can't be
Yeah.
modified in any way. Yep, perfect.
So 4 attacks,
Yep.
but they only wound on 5s.
Ah, right, okay.
2s to hit.
Nice,
Do have an explosion.
nice. I could see you getting a few here.
Fairly hard damage 3.
Yeah.
But 5s.
Whoa.
1.
Minus.
4.
Okay, so
Goes
straight
through.
through. And it's 3 damage. So yeah, perfect. You know what? I will take that. So
Yeah, that was horrific.
That was
With the
really.
number of explosions I got there.
Yeah, I thought you would have done. You should have. What you should have. I mean,
Well,
6
you made-
saves and I made
yeah.
5 ups. So okay, so we're going to go on to. I'm going to interrupt.
Yep.
Because why the hell not? Even though he is weak as a kitten, I'll need to try and do something to you before you maybe do a lot better than the other keeper did. So we're going to put all of the attacks in to that boy there.
Yep.
So we're already in range. So I believe it's 5, then +1 because you charged me. So for the shock assault.
4
Just double check that. No, sorry, it's 4 +1 to get to
Okay.
5. Yeah, and I'm not in the combat doctrine yet. Combat doctrine, so I don't get the additional 3 blood angels. So you said it was
2 to hit, 2 to wound.
-2 to hit, so I'm back to 4s.
Yep.
But I do reroll 1s thanks to Dante.
Yep.
So we're looking for 4s, rerolling 1s. Okay. Okay, so I get 2. I technically would be wounding you on 2s, and I'm Blood Angel, so wounding you on 1s, but -2 is then 3s. Yep.
Yes, so you'd be wounded on 2s.
That math makes sense. So I only get 1 wound through.
4 up. And CP reroll.
Oh, yeah, fine. Cool. So you're down to 2 CPs. Happy days. Down to 2. Perfect. Okay, cool. So did nothing, spent 2 CP, it was a good waste of CP there. Over to you, sir.
I spent 1 there, to be fair. This keeper is less aggressive.
Okay.
But the one nice thing is their claws are damage 4.
Oh, wow. Okay, so you tell me.
And if she receives a wound, you. Actually, it's not that useful.
Well, the good thing is, so this, just remember, this guy's -1 to hit for the rest of the game.
Hit and wound.
Because you successfully wounded.
Yep.
Hit and wound.
Yes.
Oh my god! So annoying. Okay, cool.
And now at least you'll be in ongoing combat.
Yes, that's true. Yeah.
So shield attack, so
Yep.
2s,
Twos.
no explosions.
Yep.
And she doesn't have the relic sword. Is this strength 8 or strength 9 of the standard? Strength +2, so strength 8, but you're T7 anyway,
Yeah,
so
so
3s. Okay.
4.
4.
AP, so it's the same
AP
again.
-3,
so that's
3 damage.
So I'm looking for
5s.
5s, yeah, done. Yeah. So I was like, did I not do upsave? No. So 5s. We make 2 again,
That's
decent.
4 damage.
4 damage in total, so that'll take me down to 8 left. Now the scary claws. I've got 8 wounds left.
Needs 2 to go through. Don't you have 2 wound, you're dead.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
2s to hit.
And then he's just 5s.
5s
yeah?
to wound.
My good lord. He's done it.
For-dump.
He has done it. Right, do I explode? Let's have a look. See
So
here.
just to clarify then, so obviously claws are normally 3 damage, would go down to 2.
Yep.
I've got the relic on here, the slothful claws,
Yep.
which means that it does an additional damage,
Yep.
and it's a malefic, so it can't be modified,
Yep.
so hence.
Exactly.
Dead
And it's
total.
got, yeah, and it's got -4, so I can have no save whatsoever. So yeah, let's see if I explode. I do not explode, but that's one Redemptor. Go. Koosh. Put this boy over here. Cool beans. Right, I get to attack you back over here then.
Yep.
So, do I want to pile in 3? That's the best I'm going to get. So we get 5 attacks. I don't think I've degraded yet. Well, the attacks never degrade. A -1 to hit, -2 to hit.
-2 to hit.
So I hit on 5s. Right, I'll get full rerolls still.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so 5s, rerolling everything. So 1 hit so far. Oh, we've done very well, Simon. Usually I'd be wounding on 2s with +1, but I'm now -1 again, so I'm back to 2s.
-1 to the sword. Yep.
So looking for 2s here. I've got no way to reroll this, so it's just I'm just shooting at 2s here. Okay, so we drop. There we go. So 3, 4 ups.
4 ups. I also can't reroll these.
Yep. We've lost 2 so far. We've lost 3. Oh! So that's 3
Plus D3.
D3 plus 3 damage each.
Yeah, 9 so far.
9 so far. Can I roll big here? Oh! So that's another what? 7. 7 plus 9, 16 damage. That was big.
So that was the one who you made all the saves on.
Yeah.
So-
oh man, that was huge.
And sort of what my intention with that was, obviously I debuffed one of them that I could
Yeah.
take the interrupt, while I thought with the exploding 6s,
Of course,
it
yeah.
should have done significant work there.
100%.
Unfortunately, it's a dice game.
Indeed. So that's us, mate. Is that
Nope,
us? No.
my
Oh, chicken.
gets to slap you.
Cock. Oh yeah, he usually went before I went back.
Yeah,
to the
but-
that's fine. Cool. So go
Grand
for it.
scheme of things doesn't matter for that.
Is he scaling in combat?
Not really.
Okay, good.
Lord of Change. So staff is where are we? Fire attacks.
Yep.
Hits on 3s,
Mm-hmm.
2 hits, and I'm assuming not anything decent for you there. Nope, no wounds.
No one's perfect. I get D3 attacks back for 1. Hits on a 6. No.
No, 3 attacks on back of this.
Is it? I thought, is it flat 3?
Isn't it 3 D3 and then
Oh,
1?
you're right, yes. Yeah, so I'll roll on that too, shall I? Nothing will happen regardless.
And you also would have got 1 attack for charging you. Shock assault.
No way. Do the vehicles get shock assault? Oh, of course, yeah, the dreadnoughts do as well, don't they? No, I don't get it. Cool. Turn. Right. Okay. So scoring up. I've already given you your mental interrogation.
Yep.
What are we getting for bonus?
So I am controlling 2.
2. So you get 2 for bonus, taking you up to 6. Cool. Oh, that's mine. No, we don't do that. And let's see here. Let's see. So bonus 2 up to 4.
And 3 for reality rebels.
3 for
Because
reality.
I've got 2 table quarters and 1 guy holding within 6.
Yeah, yes, of course. Yeah, wholly within 6.
Yep.
Oh, nice. Okay. So that'll take you up to 6 for reality rebels, and obviously we'll go banners later. So nice, nicely done. Yeah. So some insane luck there, I feel, to probably keep me in the game here.
Because that wasn't even your game. You haven't used half your resources yet.
True. But yeah, that's true. So anyway, right, let's go for it. So we've got my turn 3. We shall gain a CP up to 1. And in terms of primary, again, just the holding of the 2, so I get 4 for primary, so I'm up to 16 on that.
Warp Storm, I get a healthy 5.
Not bad at all, yeah. So that was, so I'm at 8 primary.
I'm going to put Bellicor on because it just looks sad having the base.
And that is that. Cool. Yeah, he's looking very sad. There he goes. Well done, Bellicor. You can go back on, buddy. Good job. That's us, right? So command phase wise, so we're going to give we're going to give full rerolls to the Death Company. I think it's the way. So full rerolls to the Death. Now, just so I'm remembering, Bellicor, no rerolls against whatsoever.
Nope.
Okay. So full rerolls to the Death Company. And I can still reroll against like these, the keepers and what have you. Okay. Any a way to get her to fight first or before me, or
so I have an interrupt, but
yeah.
more importantly, I have enough warp storm points to activate all Slanesh fight first.
Even if I charge you.
So that means we would then
so
alternate
like,
charging
you
units.
Go, so I go, you go, I go, you go. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. Right, so full rerolls on the Death Company, +1 to hit on this dread from the Tech Marine. I'm going to say Tech Priest, Tech Marine. And let's do some canticles. Now, I'm probably going to do the reroll all hits canticle, and I'm going to say, oh no, I can't auto do the +2 to charge, can I? Because I've not got enough CP. So we're going to do +1, we're going to do +2 to charge, and the reroll all hits all at once. So let's do reroll all hits first. See if I get it. Yep. +2 to charge one. I would quite like this. Yes. So we get both the canticles, right? Or both the prayers, rather, the litanies. I think that's everything for command phase. So yeah, just into the movement phase.
Yep.
Oh, this is interesting. Now he didn't really like the word "set the world on fire" in terms of combat for me.
No, he's psychic.
So I don't mind giving a recharge over there, but I would probably still want to stick on the. I could charge you through the scenery piece, right? Is that right?
I'm not within an inch of it.
Okay.
So you need somebody. Have you got one guy there?
Yeah.
You could then tag people around it.
Yeah. Okay, so like. Yeah, so
but you need to work one guy to actually physically place
so
there.
One guy here, and then the rest on the
2,
objective.
3. They probably get 4 guys fighting realistically from that angle.
Okay, fair enough. I think that's still the play because we want objectives there. Oh, but I also want to take you off, right, for shock tactics, don't I?
I'm not holding that at the moment.
Oh, that's true. But you are holding this one.
Yes.
And you're holding it with Bellicor as well. But I do have Rights of War, and you have no other object there. Okay, cool. So let's go for movement-wise. These boys are going to plod up 5. Plod. And this isn't difficult, right? This is just straight up runes. Because I'm going to touch in so I can shoot you. This boy is going to get away. Get away. Because I don't think there's any. Is there any way for me to toe on and be outside of it? Yeah, I suppose I can. So I can toe on. Oh, sorry, nudged. Toe on, be outside of engagement range of you. Is that outside of an inch, Simon?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, so we'll do that. Just to kind of free him up, but then also not make me targetable through the scenery. Not that you've got any shooting really, but I suppose you've got like things like smites and stuff like that, potentially. I think we're going to keep this boy in, kind of as like a last chance card. Oh, he can shoot in combat, but not with the magic plasma. Can I kill you with Onslaught? Icarus's Blast. Can I kill? That's interesting. Can I kill you with Onslaught? And I don't think I can, mate. I think I'm probably going to have to. Yeah, we have to do something else there. Okay. Let's deal with that in a wee second. These guys are 100%. My plan for them is to probably go into this terrain piece here, to blast into these ladies, remove them, and then charge this keeper probably.
Yep.
And then also the death. I think the death company are also going to go into this keeper because you can interrupt and you can fight first. So I probably only really want to focus down one thing in combat. Going into Velikor is probably not a good idea. Okay, that's fine. I've also got. I mean, I could do Mortals in the charge because they're.
You've got to roll over my toughness there.
Oh yeah, that'd be a nope then. I can't really do that on D6. So we're going to move these guys over first anyway. So we move 12. We are going to, because why not put them on scenery to give them a 1-up save. Let's just do that, shall we?
All my shooting?
Oh yeah, sorry, of course you don't get that. This isn't Sigmar, David. You don't get cover in combat. So let's just do like that. We'll toe on, and just be outside of engagement range. But why am I toe on? Oh yeah, because I want to shoot through. Thinking and stuff. Okay. Just come into here. Okay. The Death Company. Yeah, Death Company. I'm going to come over here. Just outside of engagement. Like so. We are going to move up a Chapelaine. What to do with Dante and the Tech Priests? So Dante would really probably like to get reroll ones for the Inceptors, as is his wont. Because I'm thinking here, I could probably use the Inceptors to just remove this guy. If this guy retreats back, the Inceptors can finish this boy off, this lady off. The Death Company could potentially kill this lady. It's still kind of swingy because you've got the 4 of Invulns.
And you'll be -1 to hit.
-1 to hit, which is fine. I'm already -1.
Yeah, but that means you haven't got a +1 on your list, have you? No.
Yeah. So it will be. So I can only ever be -1 worse than my attacks, right? Yeah, cool. So also when he was -2, he should have still been hitting on 4s, right? Sorry, I mean this guy here. I think there was a stage in which we said he's hitting on 5s now, but that wasn't actually
right. No, so you always have been hitting on 4s.
Always have been hitting on 4s.
No, because he was hitting on 2s, and then we pushed him back to 4s.
Yes, right. Yeah. Okay, got you. Perfect. This guy couldn't have been hitting on 5s. I remember it was 5s re-rolling for him, so he would have been 4s.
So was he?
Didn't matter because I did like 4 hits. I think the other one was a 3 anyway, but just to make sure. So moving up. I think he's going to retreat. I don't think he's bracketed now, so I think he's still got hella good movement. So he'll maybe just retreat out. So he could retreat out 10. Maybe don't want to push him back that far. But what he could do is he could come back like so. I could then use the Tech Marine to heal him as well. So the Tech Marine finishes within 3 of him. He then heals on D3. Just 1, so he's got 9 left. Okay. 9 left. Then we need to make sure that we're outside of outside of 9 for the insects to come down. So they're probably going to come down over here somewhere and start besting, and then we need to make sure Dante's within 6. So Dante's just going to pull back a wee bitty to there.
Do you think they kill her? It's 5 points for you, and they should kill her.
Yeah, exactly. So no, that's ideal. And I think that's us for normal board movement. We're then going to just bring down, as I said, the insectors. So these chunky lads will come down. So outside of 9, yep, easily, and easily within range as well. Also within the 6 inches of Dante. We're then going to... I want to bring these guys down.
You have to bring them in.
Oh, they have to, that's right. So now they're getting +2 to charge somewhere. Oh, sorry, they're getting +1 to charge. I'm wondering if I just go for your backfield objective here. Oh, just be super cheeky. Or into the chicken, because I'm not really scared of chicken in combat, to be honest. If I could kill 2 things, 2 big boys this turn, 3 big boys.
To be fair, realistically, this could be game this turn.
Ooh, okay, right, let's go for it. So let's really pile on the pressure, and let's go. I'm going to come round to you, mate. Here we go. So outside of 9. But then also having potential to go up this way. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, probably still want to shoot into the chicken as well, to be honest, just to try and plink some more wounds off. So I'll go here. Realistically speaking, though, could please put some guys on cover.
For what purpose? Motion.
One shot? One shot, yeah, true. Cool. There we go. That'll do us. Done. Okie dokie. So we are looking for. Now, do I want to spend the Descent of Angels to get them +1 to hit? Or do I think the 3's rerolling? Are they naturally -1?
No, only in combat.
I think probably 3's rerolling isn't going to be enough.
You need to get 2 shots through if you overcharge.
Yeah, and I'm going to overcharge because I've got the reroll ones to
Yeah.
be safe as well. So yeah, it's probably overkill at this stage. So
Yep.
let's go with that. Do we have any other incidental shooting we could use in cases? They could put shots in if need be as well. Yeah, we'll go with that. So it's 2d3 shots each, and we are overcharging, so we need to 1 at 7 each slow roll, which is a pain in the butt. So we'll do the first guy, so the sergeant. So 2d3 shots gets 5. It's 3 rerolling 1s. We are overcharging as said as well, and then we're looking for strength. So it's 3 twins again. Yeah, just the 1.
2 did left.
Through, yep. Other guy, 2d3 shots for just 2, 3s, rerolling 1s, and 3s. Oops. Yep. There we go. And that is, yeah. Death from above. Okay. Other shooting. We'll put all of the Angelus bolt guns into the little demon.
Yeah, I won't waste our time. We'll
Be
just
good with that. Yeah, no worries, man. Cool. So demonettes are gone. Also, we will then go for, I suppose, a crack grenade.
Yep.
From the crack grenade and a pistol into this kipper. So the crack grenade hits on a. It's not -1 to hit, right?
Nope.
Nope. So hits and then.
-1 to wound.
So 6 to nothing.
Nope.
Pistol, same again, and same again. Whoop. No, nothing. Fell back, can't do anything.
No.
But yeah, cool. I'm just gonna. I think I'll finish off down here. So
Yep.
I've got the bolter shots into here. Looking for 3s and 6s again. Yeah, nice
Yep.
one to wound. So nothing. We've got the Tech Marines kind of heavy bolter thing. So I think he's 2s. Yep, and then it'll be 6s. Yeah, because it's only strength 5. Yep, not cool. Right, all the bolters over here.
You may as well combine with the Angelus.
Yes, true, because the same profile, isn't it?
Yeah, now, are you going to do... No, I can't do
Nah, so it's 20 plus 14, so 34. So we'll just do 17 twice. So there's 5, 10, 15, 17, right? So yeah, looking for 3s
And
and
6s.
3s and 6s, cool. Oh, not great. This is nothing. Same again. 3s and 6s. 4. You've got your impossible rope saves. Your oh yeah, you can blink out a damage as well. Perfect phase, right?
So I'll ignore that.
Do that and you'll blink it out. Cool.
Actually, is it battleground or phased? I'll look at that.
Double check, yeah. If it's phased, that's huge. That's
I think it is phased,
very, very
okay.
strong. Yeah.
Yep, phased.
Phase,
So.
nice. Yeah. So let's go for it. We're going to do some charges. So the Death Company going to charge.
Yep.
Yep. So they're going 5 plus 2 is 7. Any heroic intervention here? Yeah.
I'm going to get through the wall.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just go to there. The Chaplain will charge. Oops. He's definitely in. Yep. The Sangard will charge.
Yep.
Okay. The Terminators will charge. Unfailable because some Blood Angels, but we'll see what we get. Yep, so we'll do what we said we're going to do. So we'll put the Champ there, who's not on the objective. He can fight. Bring this guy around to here, and then this guy into here, so we can get them all in. And then we need an 8 over there for the Sangard. Yes. Hooyah! Crunch! Okay, it'll come as no surprise that I am going with the Death Company first.
So I'll spend 1 CP
Yep.
at the start of the fight phase for Impossible Elegance on her.
Okay.
That's now trans hit.
Trans hit. Oh, okay. And can still reroll?
Yep. So it's just trans
Wouldn't
hit.
do anything then, because I'm already hitting on
Chaplain?
4s. Yeah, Chaplain and the Sangard as well,
Yeah.
I suppose. Yeah.
Is Chaplain hit on 2s naturally or 3s?
Yes, 2s naturally, and the Sangard would also be hitting on 2s because they're next to the Warlord.
Right, so
Oh no, sorry, he's the Warlord, so they'd be, yeah.
I'm naturally
threes to
-1 to
4s.
hit then. So actually,
No, so actually, it's the only one that would affect is him.
Right, so not worth it.
Yeah.
But I will spend.
But everyone's getting full rerolls because
Yeah.
of Chaplain as well. Yeah.
So I will spend the fight first.
Cool. Yeah, sounds good. So
That's 4 warp storm points to do that, or 2 CP to interrupt.
so just to check, you are down to
3 CP. I haven't spent 1.
I had you at 2 somehow.
4 does, right? Give it to 2.
Well, I had you at 2 before you even spent that one.
I haven't spent any yet. I'm not spending any. I had me
So
as
you're,
3.
so you're not spending
no,
any,
not spending because
and you
I've spent my warp storm
and
points
you're up to
instead.
3. Yeah.
I thought I was 3, but if you think I'm 2,
No, I'm trying to think. Is there a way that you could have, in your last turn, you could have gotten down to 1 CP? Because you're at 4.
What did I do? I rolled a.
You re-rolled a something.
I re-rolled a save,
You re-rolled a cast.
and I re-rolled a cast. So that was moved to 2,
Yeah. So you'd be 2.
and then would have got
And
1.
then nothing in the combat phase.
That was
No.
my re-roll the save.
That was your reroll save. Yep. So no, yeah, that's fine. So we'll keep you on 3. I'm still on 1. So they've all charged. And you've done that. She's now fight first.
Yep.
Cool. I'm going with the Death Company first. We are going to be getting. So the Death Company usually get 2 attacks base, Black Rage, charged, and the Blood Angel special because we're now in there. Yep. So they get 5 attacks each.
It's all 3s now. My God.
Yeah, I know. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20 attacks with the hammers.
Oh.
Now it'd be 4s rolling everything, and they would be wounding you on
2s.
2s, but are you -1 to
Nope.
wound? Nope. Okay. So 4s rerolling everything. Take out the misses. Nice. And then 2s. Any reducing damage?
Nope.
And we do that. Yeah, we'll leave that.
I don't know if there's any point slow rolling this. 4 up inborn. We'll do a few at a time.
Yep.
20 wounds. Taking 3.
Yep.
Do we do a CP
17
reroll
left.
now? Sure, do a CP reroll now.
Yep.
Doesn't help.
That's
So now I
fine.
can just
So
roll
now
everything.
we're down to 1.
3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18.
18 damage. Cool.
2 wounds left.
And we've got the chainsaw. Let's see if the chainsaw can finish you off. So he will have 6 attacks because he's very, very angry. Only gets a minus. No, still 4s.
Still 4s.
Still 4s because the -1. So 4s rerolling. Okay, and would usually be 5 to wound you.
So
4
4.
4s. Yep, 3. Let's see if we can do it. And that's far.
That's it.
Ooh, okay. Oops, sorry, mate. Get you the road there. No CP for you to interrupt, right? Because you're down to 1. Cool. So we'll just keep swinging over here. So we'll go for the Terminators. Any
Do the
mentions to
Sangard.
hit? Sangard, right? Cool. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how many attacks do they get? So they get 4 base because of Sangard. I charged and, or is it 3 base? Sorry, 3 base. I charged and it's Blood Angel time. So it's 5 attacks each. So 7 times 5 is 35. So we'll just do what, 20 and 15?
Yep.
So there's 5, 10, 15, 20. There's no offensive things I can do here. It's just straight hitting on 3s and then wounding on 4s. Or
Yep.
you -1 to wound?
-1 to wound. So.
Oh, so back to 5s then. So 4s and 5s. Okay. Fives. Just the 4 in the first batch. Okay.
4 so far.
And then we'll take out 5 dice. 3s again.
Yep.
Yeah, because no mice to hit.
Yep.
Yep. I think, did I take out 1s and 2s and 3s that last time? I can't remember. And then 5s. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 8 in total.
I've just stole all the dice back there. Fine, I'll scrabble about to try and find
Oh,
some.
sorry,
I've
mate.
got them
Oh,
all.
sorry. My brain wasn't even working. So 5 ups.
So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So I'll
10.
0 one of them, so they've taken 8 so far.
8 so far. That's me done. No interrupts.
Yep.
Let's just do let's do Fury the first. Let's do Fury the first then. Down to no CP.
To be fair, you can pile in to get them. Can you pile in to get them all in? No, you are talking 4.
No worries, man. So we'll get 4 Termies.
Yep.
So again, so the Terminators all have 2 attacks base. I charged Blood Angels and Lightning Claw. So that's 5 each for 420 plus 1 for the champ. So 21 attacks. So it's 5, 10, 15, 21. So we're now hitting on 2s, no rerolls. And then they're only strength 4. So they'll be wounding you on 5s.
Yep.
Plus 1 to wounds 4s, but
Minus
then
1 to wound.
-1 back to 5s.
Rerolling.
And then rerolling. So it'll be 2s, then 5 full rerolls. Okay. Right, let's see what we can do here. 5s. Also forgot we didn't shoot them. So
Yeah, we did. We combined all the shots for the two
Oh,
squads.
sorry, we did. You're right. You're absolutely right. So that's that many successful thus far. So 6 successes thus far. Come on, some more 5s. Okay, so we can kill you if you fail all of these
That's
exactly.
not all of them, is it? I thought that was only. Is that some of your attacks?
That's,
or
that's all. There you go. That's us. So,
To be fair, I've taken 8 wounds. I've got 20.
oh no, I can't make you fail. Oh no, so you can't fail that. Sorry, I thought you had 10 left. That's good. So we failed 3,
2, 4, 6, 7.
So down to 5. Okay. These guys could pile in.
But then you couldn't attack me and I would chop you to pieces.
Of course, and I could pile in here as well.
But what you could do with your Blood Angel, with those guys,
Yep.
you want to end up closer to him, which means if you went that way,
Oh, yeah, to get this thing
that
out
would
this off you.
get you there.
Oh, because this was sticky, wasn't it? Yeah, you're right. Okay.
And also it means you've done the action there, that'll get you another point for that.
Oh, jeez, oh. Yeah, and then I'll just take a pile and consolidate, just put him in the half.
Yep.
Just like that. Nothing here. You're free to swing back over there, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah. Who would you like to swing into?
Sangard.
Sangard!
I don't actually. Cool.
-1 to hit. Is that?
I probably
miss?
should have checked how many attacks he's actually got at
That's
that
all right.
profile. So 5 wounds left. Actually, I was the right number of attacks, so all miss.
All miss. Okay. Right then. So that's the end of my turn, sir. So we're going to have, so bonus is going to be 4 for bonus, is that right?
No, but it caps at 3.
Caps at 3, my apologies. So we're going to go up to 7 on bonus.
4 for shock assault, 5 for death from above, and
so up to 8
10,
for shock tactics.
Sorry, 8 for bring it down.
Yes, so death from above, it'd be 5, yep, and 8 for bring it down. And that is me. Right, over to you, sir.
Question is what you want to do here, because this is game. There's literally, I can't do anything at this point.
Yeah, so that was pretty brutal then.
I kill 1 unit, I then die. I have to stay in combat with him.
Yes.
Do a fall back, I can't do any psychic anyway.
Yep.
Falling back with his movement profile doesn't get me anywhere.
Yep.
So I'd have to stay in combat. Psychic would kill a few, the rest of the units
would then just
kill him.
Yep.
These guys have to stay here to hold the objective, so then we're talking I've got 1 model versus your entire army.
Oofed. Yeah. If you want, we're happy to just talk it out from here on. I mean, we kind of just did.
So I get, realistically, I get 3 more points and that's it.
And that's that. Okay.
And I suppose, I guess that could go Reality Rebels, move over to there this turn, I'd get 2 points for Reality Rebels. So let's say
from a point
we do that from a points perspective.
Yeah.
He walks, I get 0 primary.
Yep.
He walks to there.
Yep. Gets you another 2 for Reality Bells.
Actually, I couldn't even afford to do that because I'd have to try and kill your Death Company, but he'd go in there, he'd kill the Death Company, they then kill him back. I guess, no, because I can't get Rebel to Rebels that corner because you've got 3 units.
Yep.
And I could only kill the Death Company. These guys have to stay here. I either sit there and get 1 more point, but I'll leave your hammer guys alive, or I'd go kill your hammer guys.
Okay.
So realistically, Bellicor he does mental interrogation for 3 points. I think it's safe to say we kill the hammer guys.
Yeah, I would agree.
Just staying outside of heroic intervention from your Sangard.
Yep.
Unless you've got more Sangard there.
No Sangard here.
No
it's
Sangard
just
there.
yeah, no, they're all good.
Chicken would have to fall back because they'd all get to punch him first.
Okay. So
but
chicken falls back.
Also means he can't.
No psychic.
And actually, I don't even think that works either, because if he falls back with his current movement, it's 8 inches.
Yeah.
You've got 6 inch heroic intervention.
Yes.
On your Sangard.
Yeah.
I can't.
Which, and obviously with CP I get this turn I could do.
So he actually can't get out of combat. So if we say he goes crazy offensive, he maybe kills 2-3 Sangard in Psychic.
Yeah.
He then dies in the combat phase.
Yeah.
So that would get me 1 point for Reality Rebels,
and
the 3 points of mental interrogation, and at that point you table.
Yes. Yeah.
So
cool.
I'd get 1 more Reality Rebel in probably turn 4, and
so you get 1 for this turn.
I'd get 1 Reality Rebel this turn,
and then another 1 for your 4th turn, I think. So that would be 8 in total. Okay. No more mental interrogation.
No.
And so, what were your banners of being this turn? 1 for banner
1 for this turn. You can't get to it this turn. 1 next turn, and then you come and kill me by the end.
And then no more banners. So that's also secondaries. We're saying 9 for mental interrogation, 8 for reality rebels, 4 for raise the banner.
Yep.
No more primary.
No more primary.
Bonus.
No more bonus.
Okay. And then for me,
you max. So you're
should max
45
tactics, right?
So
So for primary.
You get 12 and 12.
12 plus.
Yeah, so you max it. So it'd be 45 primary.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to have 45 for the primary.
You'd get max to bring it down.
Cool. So we'd have so max to bring it down for 15. Wouldn't get max for death from above.
Well, you could kill Bellicor this year with the Sangard, or
so that would be another 4, then a 4 here. Because these have all came down.
But you also don't want to kill both of them in 1 turn. At that point, you almost want to.
Oh, of course, yeah, true. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
So you almost want to string out the pain.
Yeah.
And actually just maybe fall these back, leaving into combat with them.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Okay, so we could extend that out. We could get another 8 plus the 5 from Death from Above, so that would take me up to 13.
You wouldn't get Shock Assault.
And then in my last turn I could kill something over there. Yeah. So we'd max Death from Above.
Because Shock Assault, I'm not holding any objectives this turn for you to take the money off.
That's very true. So yes, you're not holding, so I'm not taking off of you. So the only last Shock Assault I would get is that one there, right? For 4.
But to be fair, I wouldn't. I'd just walk off the objective.
I love it.
Because I'm already not scoring points with it.
But technically, I'm still taking an objective that I didn't control.
No, so you can't do it this turn. So in turn 4, I just go and walk off the objective.
Walk off it.
You've got to take an objective off from me, isn't it?
Is that the word on it? Can we double check? Sorry, I wasn't sure if it's just take an objective you didn't hold and then take, or if you have to take it from you.
I'm sure it's take off from me. That were controlled by your opponent at the start of the turn.
Right, cool. So yeah, you would do the smart thing. You would come away, leaving with 8 on shock tactics, max out Death from Above, and bring it down. So in terms of that, so we'd be looking at for total VP. So we've maxed out Primer for 45. Yep. We've then got 30 from Death from Above and bring it down for 75.
93 points.
Another 8, and then Peyton as well. Cool. So 93, and then for yourself, so we would be on 4 primary. Your bonus was 4, so 8 plus 8 is 16, plus 9 is 27, plus 4 is 31, plus painting is 41. Yeah. So 93 to 41, and that would be right at the end of turn 5. So yeah, cool. Thanks, man. Well, that was brutal. What do we think happened? Was it just a case of, I mean, you did say right at the start that's not an optimised demons list.
No, I think it's probably a case of yours is your tournament-y type list.
Well, this yeah, I'd say when I was thinking of what to bring, and I'm like, I've not taken Blood Angels in a while. I've also got Blood Angels coming up at the weekend that I'm going to be running in my game. So I'm like, I want to get some reps in with them, and then this is where I've now segued into the Patrol Vanguard of taking just the killiest things. I'm only taking 1 troop, so I'm not kind of bogged down and I really can just go ham. I think that this type of army where I've only got these 4 big things to deal with is probably would be Blood Angels, like their penchant, because it's where you can play defensive and play keep away and stuff like that, where I kind of fall down, but you can't play keep away because you have to also get on objectives to try and score points, and so that's just a kind of a perfect
I mean, even realistically, killing that Dreadnought makes no difference.
Yeah.
I've got probably 1 guy left alive a turn longer.
Yeah, you would have got another turn out of him, because I don't think the Insectors plus any other smatterings of fire would have maybe killed that keeper.
No, because obviously this entire army is built to survive shooting and go into combat.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, you're better in combat than me, and you don't have that much shooting.
And it's just so funny where like you're piling on the minuses to wound, and it's still like only like I'm still winning you on 3s.
Yeah.
For that Dreadnought, I'm still winning you on 3s. You know, the Thunderhammers, they were still winning you on 2s and stuff like that. I know they didn't have the minuses and stuff like that. Be'lakor obviously was just, I just kind of ignored them for what I could, because he's pretty annoying with that 20 wounds, 4 up, can't reroll anything against them, and you've got the 4 up invuln. Obviously, this is, as you say, this is the first time you've taken demons. I'd be interested to see how much.
First time I've played in real ones. I've played a fair few TTS games, but that's more what you'd expect from a demons list. So it's running the, Be'lakor. It's the Bloodthirster. He can't do more than 8 wounds in a phase 2.
Yeah, the phase cap first is nice. Yeah.
It's Scarbrand who's got your 5 up film. And it's Flamers, which that. And probably that list against you, we've got more of a matchup there.
Definitely more game there. Yeah.
Here, it's like I've got Psychic, but you're ignoring most of that anyway. Don't get me wrong, Chicken whiffed on the Psychic, but even then, it's like if my only real threat comes to combat, and that's where you want to be anyway.
That's where I go Super Saiyan.
So obviously the damage reduction is nice, but it doesn't kick in combat. So even Be'lakor, his -1 damage, you're still doing 4 damage in combat.
Yeah.
So a unit of Sandguard, okay, you're hitting him on 3s at a push. I could push it to 4s of a transhuman.
Yeah.
You're wounding him on 5s, but with the amount of attacks that you get, you'll still actually.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And if I can, because the other thing I was thinking in my head is like, right, what I'm going to have to do is make one of these big boys fight last, and then just kind of put all resources into that, nuke it, and then rinse and repeat. Obviously, you tying up the whirlwind with the chicken was really good. I kind of thought that was either going to happen with him or the demonettes, but I was like, I'll still take that, and I'll still push him forward to get onto points, so we can keep doing actions back here with these boys. But I think having the fight last is great.
The two keepers coming in didn't hugely achieve anything, but
yeah,
I think staying off the board, they also wouldn't have achieved anything. Yeah. And at that point, you go into freaking Be'lakor and probably focus down him at that point.
Yeah, that's true. I was just thinking, so in my head I was like, if you don't bring down those keepers, I'm putting everything to Be'lakor, lifting him, and then you've not got any locusts to then bring down, so they have
I've still got her, remember.
Oh, sorry, of course, yeah, you've still got her. But yeah, I think the massive swing was him staying alive to then whack, 16 damage off of your keeper. Which is, we kind of
5 out of 6 saves was a little
that
painful.
was very spiky, yeah. So I apologise for that. It's it's time for me to start rolling hotter than you at some point, Simon. But no, but yeah. So I really like just the big stompy monsters is cool. It's still really cool.
I know, but I think it's probably this type of list is probably more. It's a cool list, rather than a take this to a tournament.
Yeah. So rather, it's maybe needs to go to the gym a wee bit, and then as you said, we can get flamers in there. We can really soup it up and make it a bit more efficient. What's your thoughts on the Blood Angels?
Yeah, you've designed this list to do certain things, and it does it well. The fact that the Dreadnought brings in that things like the creation of bile matchups aren't quite as painful because now you've actually got a way of dealing with them. The fight last, once again, useful little tech piece.
Yeah. Can't get them tied up though. That's the thing I need to remember. Is make sure not to get my only source of fight last not tied up. I really like the dreads because I think one thing that I've been guilty of in the past is being very defensive with them, is constantly keeping them back and shooting. I think I just need to be more aggressive with them because they can be hard to deal with, and they can hit.
Yeah, they hit like
combat as well. With that fist. So.
I mean, think about how many negatives I had to stack on a Dreadnought just for him to survive. That combat in the far corner there, that was -2 to hit and -2 to wound. Yeah. Just for me to actually think, okay, the keeper should survive a turn of combat. It's like there's not many armies that can stack that many negative debuffs onto somebody.
Exactly. No, you're quite right. Now, the other thing that we didn't see, but I was trying to set up just in case that keeper survived, was the Angel Sacrifice was there, and that's huge for Blood Angels, as you can get your combat characters in, they can do damage, but then they can also save your other stuff from, and they're perfect into the monsters because you can only then swing into him.
Yeah. I mean, probably awesome. Maybe your tech priest would have been a better setup for it. Yeah. Because obviously your chaplain's your right to war.
Oh yeah, true. So, so if he dies, then
actually it becomes an issue for you.
No, that's fair enough. Yeah. But no. Yeah. Cool. Well,
short and sweet.
Short and sweet, yeah. Probably our shortest video yet. What was that? 2 hours 17 we're at just now, and that's with a lot of chat in between as well. So no, that was great. So let's go on to our thanks then. So we're going to type this up. So victory to Blood Angels. A woohoo.
I'll go back to my elves.
And yeah, I was going to say, he's like, Simon's going to really want to go back to Harlequins now.
That's fine, Draconic, Craftworld, they can all work.
Yeah, you'll just rinse me with that. That's fine. But yeah, so again, thanks so much for coming on, man. It was really good to see the demons, see what they could do. You showed some really good shenanigans with all of the upgrades you can put on your stuff. The warp storm points as well came in quite a lot because we had the -1 to hit. We had the fight first. Was it the fight first? That one?
We had the fight first. We had the heal.
We had that's true. Yeah, we had which not much. We had the charge through difficult terrain as well without getting a penalty. So warp storm's obviously.
Really, so view this as a nice intro to Demons list.
Yes, no, absolutely. And warp storm is cool, but again, you live and die with the 4-ups, and we did see that there was a couple of times there. Didn't get any. You rolled the 8 dice before we went on to record, and you rolled 1.
That was 3, 4, and 5 in 3 rolls. That's actually fairly good for small storms go, to be fair.
Pretty decent, not bad. But yeah, so again, but thanks for bringing on the Demons, and we'd like to see them again. Maybe as you were saying, a kind of a more efficient and a kind of tournament stapled Demons list that we're seeing now. So basically, just add flamers. Is that what we're saying? Yeah, just add
flamers with +1 to wound.
Just add flamers. So hopefully get them in there before they get nerfed. Yeah.
Maybe.
So thanks again for watching, folks. So this was our kind of bonus content for you guys. So so I hope you enjoy that. We've got thanks to give to the sponsors again. So tabletopminis.co.uk. Please visit his website. So Riath up in Aberdeen to get some good kind of discount on minis. And if you do want to try and support the channel, if you want to become a patron, that then gives you access to additional discount on his wares, and also gets you access to bonus content like this as well. So but yeah, pretty cool. And then we've got thanks to all their patrons as well that we've got so far also. So and the names are on the screen there. So I think that's us, mate. Anything else we'd like to say?
No, I'm just going cry in a corner somewhere. We're good.
That's what I usually do. Yeah, you get to go cry in a corner. But yeah, thanks again, and tune in next time, and remember to answer the call. Thanks, guys. Bye bye. See you later.